Hey y'all, happy Friday. I hope everybody is doing well. Today we have Evie with us, Evie of the Baby's Booty, and we have Marilyn of Making with Marilyn here with us. And tonight we are going to be doing a little bit of embroidery. So, if Marilyn, is this your first time doing applique?
I did a couple of sample hearts of applique before, but they were just on a sample piece of fabric. So it's my first time to try it on a shirt.
Oh, it's gonna be nice.
Nice.
I hope so.
So if you are interested in following along with us, I just dropped the link to the image or the design that we're going to be using tonight for this project. So feel free to go head over to Creative Fabrica. If you already have a subscription, you don't have to worry about paying for it because it's already included in your subscription. If not, I'm sure it's not overly expensive. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. I'm Patrice. Please be sure to look at the other content. If you enjoy that content, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel. We have Eve. Eve's channel is the baby's booty, and I need to put everybody's YouTube channels inside of the description. Eve's channel is the baby's booty. She comes on every Sunday night live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and she's doing various projects. She'll be doing some blinging, embroidery, some sublimation. She works with her Caesar Romeo graph tech. She does a lot. And then Marilyn, and she has her laser situation going on. I think we need to plan another laser night.
Yes,
Yeah.
We need another laser
for
night.
sure.
And Marilyn, she is making with Marilyn. She does so many different crafts, just like Eve. We all pretty much do the same types of
Mm-hmm.
crafting. She does bling. She does a little bit of embroidery, a
Very
little
little.
bit. But she does a lot of cricket crafts, sublimation, Caesar Romeo. She has laser machines. She does quite a bit. So make sure you head over and check her out. Also, she's super, super close to 30,000 YouTube subscribers. She only needs about 11 more people to hit that thumbs up. So if you've been hanging around either of our channels and you just been chilling out, hanging out, laughing with us, enjoying the content, and you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to our channels and definitely head over to Marilyn so that she could
That
hit
thirty
that
k.
30,000
Aw,
milestone if you are not already subscribed to her. All
thank
right.
you.
So in addition to embroidery, so I'm gonna be doing an applique design too. We're all pretty much doing. I don't know, Evie, are you gonna do the XOXO?
Yes.
So we're all going to be working on the same thing. And I like when we work on the same thing, you get a chance to see how, different things can look, even though it's the same design, that it could look a little bit different. So it doesn't always have to be the same. And I'm barely making my deadline for Delanda's challenge, for her banner challenge. So I'm going to finish up my banner tonight, maybe while it's stitching out. We might do other projects while it's stitching out as well. So just hang out. Also, Eve's buy-in has started. Her buy-in started on when, Eve? On Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
On
Yesterday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
yesterday. And so her website's listed below for the hotfix site and also the buy-in site. Buy-in, you're going to be getting those rhinestones at there. You're going to be able to buy them in bulk. And then hotfix is a little bit quicker. So when she orders in bulk, she's ordering them for you from overseas in China. And so that does take a little bit of time. So you're not going to get them immediately. I know sometimes we are a little bit spoiled by Amazon
Mm.
because we can get things the same day. I won't buy anything anymore if it doesn't say I can get it the same day. So you get it the same day or 2 days, but you do have to be a little bit patient because generally it's coming from overseas and you know, she has to deal with customs. She has to make sure that she packages them well. She puts them in nice acrylic boxes for us. So you want to make sure, if you want rhinestones in bulk, that you check out her sites. It's listed below.
Thank you.
And for some of you guys who signed up for the bling box, we also have the bling box. It started today. Like we just opened up the link maybe like an hour, 2 hours ago. If you are interested in getting in on the bling box subscription plan, beginning in March. Now's your time. I have a link listed below. If you started the Bling Box subscription in February, be on the lookout. Your packages, they are on their way, and you don't have to worry about re-signing up unless you want to cancel. So with the Bling Box subscription plan, you can cancel at any time. You don't have to keep renewing. If you want to cancel, please cancel if you want to. But if you don't, like, you just don't have to be in Bling heaven, okay? But that's it. I said enough. Marilyn Eve, I done said a whole mouthful. Y'all got something to say, because I'm tired now.
I'm good. I've just, been doing yoga and push-ups and all the stuff I needed to get this anxiety out of me over this project. But now I'm excited about it. I'm going to start with a scrap piece of fabric and a scrap piece of fake t-shirt material to make sure my machine is running well.
Look at you.
I have my handy dandy manual here if I need
it. Nice.
That's smart.
That's an improvement over last time I was on live with the embroidery machine.
Yeah, already. I see. You're ready.
Gotcha.
Let's see. So I see quite a few of you here, and y'all know I'm always late. It's definitely not these ladies. These ladies are very much so very timely. It's me who's always late. I was sleeping probably like 20 minutes before we went live, so I'm a hot mess. But hey, everybody that I did not get a chance to see. Hey, Jess. Jess has been a member of our channel for 9 months.
Oh, my bell right up here. I can hear your bell, Patrice. What's up with that?
You can hear it?
Yep.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Because I'm streaming from the phone today so that I can put up some hearts if they come up.
Oh, cool.
Streaming from the phone today so you guys can hear it. But so that some of you know, because sometimes I get questions like, what does it mean to be a member? So both myself and Eve, the baby's booty, she is right there. We both have memberships on our channel. Marilyn does not have any memberships on her channel yet, but we both have memberships available on our channel, and that just means that you get the opportunity to participate in different things that we're doing. You get perks of being a part of our channel. That does help our channel out a little bit more, because doing this, we spend a lot of our money out of our pockets. I know a lot of people seem to think sometimes that we're getting a lot of free things from these manufacturers and things like that. That's not always the case. Sometimes they will send products to us, and sometimes they don't. So it depends on what it is that we're doing. But we do get a lot of content. I purchase a lot of things solely just to show you guys how to do it. So I do want you all to know, that the memberships really do help, and also the ads. So if you get an ad in the middle of the live, please just go ahead. If you're going to click out of it, just click out of the ad. But I don't want to hear any drama about the ads. The video stop because you have an ads, because honestly, those really do help the channel out. And I appreciate all of you guys who watch it, and those of you who don't watch the ads. You don't have to watch the ads. But thank you so much to our members. We definitely appreciate all of you guys. Uh-oh, we got 2 more. Okay, Miss Karen D, been here for 18 months. Y'all, thank you. That's a long time. Miss Gail for 11 months. It's a lot of bell ringing going on tonight.
Yeah, new member.
Oh, Ruby Alexander, welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for joining our channel.
Danny.
For 24 months. Wow. Thank you so much, Danny. I think that was, it might have been about 2 years ago that I started the memberships on this channel. Miss Merlinda was my very first member. I always say that. And she's still a member. Like, she was the very first member, and she's still a member. And Miss Merlinda is usually like the very first person for anything. She was almost the first person to get a bling box too. I think she was like the second first person to get a bling box. Like, she's always like the first Miss Merlinda. I absolutely love you. Thank you for supporting me. And I know that you just do it just to show your support for me because you are amazing and talented and you just like to show support. So I thank you and I appreciate you. Oh, look at 2/3 of the bells ringing. Delonda, they said they heard my bell, girl. They said they said they heard my bell. Y'all did y'all hear did y'all hear
We hear
I
it.
hear it. I hear it.
you hear bells? Wait. Y'all
That's
know I'm gonna
funny.
be doing this all night.
There, it did it.
It did it. Look, Marilyn, look. See, I
I
got a
have
bell.
to update. I have to update my iPad system so I
Yes.
can do it too. I want to do it.
So we're gonna get ready to add. Evie, do you have anything to share? Marilyn, do you have anything to share?
Um, no. I mean, I'm gonna be doing a shirt. A little bit different from you guys. I'm still doing applique.
What are you
Well,
doing?
I don't know how you're doing the applique, so let me not say that. But this is a kid's shirt that I have.
Oh,
So I'm gonna make this for one of the grandbabies, probably. Um, and with the applique on this, instead of doing fabric, I'm actually going to do HTV vinyl. So applique doesn't have to be fabric; it can be vinyl. So that's what I'm going to use tonight on this. Um, in times past, I didn't heat press it on after it appliqued. You don't have to, but if you want to, yes, you can heat press this on the shirt after it's done. So, you know what? We probably could applique that new puff vinyl too. That might be
you
cute.
think that would work, Evie?
Ooh,
I don't
wow,
see
that
why
would
I
be
wouldn't.
interesting.
I don't see why I wouldn't. Just press it after it's embroidered on. I don't know. I'd love to try it. I'd have to order some and give it a shot. But that's the way I'm doing my shirt. So.
Okay. And see if it puffs. The only thing is you so
Well,
once
this
it's
isn't puff.
threaded. No,
So,
I'm thinking of the puff,
oh,
like once it's threaded, do you think it'll the pressure it'll once the
Oh,
it goes to press, you think that if the pressure's heavy enough it should, right, Eve?
I would think it would. I would love to try it, but
that
I
would be
haven't ordered
really
any, so
interesting.
I can't try it. Are
What
you
I
using fabric too?
Me?
Uh huh.
So I'm using some glitter HTV.
Oh, you
I'm
are. Oh,
using
okay.
do you remember no, I'm using a few things, you know, I'm a hot mess. Do you remember the remember when we made that embroidered bag with the quilts, with the table?
Yes. Yes.
We need to do that again. That was really good. So I'm going to use a piece of this because it's red and white. And
Okay.
then I'm also going to use some, like this is satin, but I'm going to sub on top of it. And then we're
Ooh,
going to do that too.
that's gonna be
You
pretty.
know, I got to do too much. I should just,
That's gonna be pretty. Oh,
it doesn't even need to be. Oh, we have something.
I
Let
think
me,
it was
Miss
it Sharon?
Sharon
Yes, Sharon.
Davenport. 19
yes.
months is a long time. Thank you, Miss Sharon Davenport. That's another one that's super, like everybody is so supportive and I cannot thank you guys enough because sometimes I want to give up, sometimes I don't want to do this, sometimes I'm just like, you know what, girl, stay in this bed and sleep. Don't get up and go on this live. So I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all for showing up for all of us. Like you show up to our lives, you're interactive, and let me not just say that, all y'all in the bushes, hey y'all in the bushes, Chris,
Hey, Chris.
Coretta, hey y'all, because they be in the bushes. Coretta's like she be and she's like, I be there, and she be knowing everything that's going on.
Oh, she's there. Hey, Coretta.
So hey, everybody in the bushes, I appreciate all of you guys. Um, but yeah, thank you. So that's what I got going on. I got to print out my sublimation sheet to press it, but
Yeah.
I think you subbed on your bag when you did. At least when you did one bag, you subbed on it.
so that, remember Evie, I think that was our very first date night, and next week is next week date night.
I think so.
Uh, yeah, it should be because today's the
So,
26th. Yeah.
so we got to figure out what we're gonna do for next week. So you want to pick the project, Evie? Because I think I picked the project the last time.
Uh, I don't remember if you picked a project or not, but
I think I
I
did.
found a sewing project that I think is gonna be super cute and it's free.
Okay.
Um, if you want to try that, or we can do embroidery, it's entirely up to you.
Whatever you want.
You know what? I'll show you what the project is, and then you let me know if you're wanting to or not. Marilyn, is your embroidery machine turned to sewing?
It does. I have a separate sewing machine
Oh,
though.
you do have a sew. Okay,
Yeah.
so she could sew too.
Which when I sew, I just use it.
Okay. You want to sew, Marilyn?
Yeah. If I'm, I
Does
feel like
Next week, Friday.
I feel like something's going on next weekend, but I'm not sure.
oh, wait a minute, we got class next week.
We
Oh yeah,
we
that's true. We
do.
do. But
This
it's a very simple. The
it's
sewing
simple.
project I found is super simple. You just have to get hardware, a piece of hardware to go in it.
Okay. Okay. So then,
So
if I
I'll
don't
show
have it, I
you.
need to order it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Miss Viola Floyd, thank you for being a member of our channel. And we got to meet Miss Viola Floyd at Bling. We got to meet a lot of people who are members on the
Yes,
channel at Bling Fest.
we did.
Welcome. All right, let's see. Ooh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna get started because I gotta make this deadline for um
The
the
banner.
banner, the word banner.
Right. We have less than 5 hours.
Yeah, I gotta get it myself together. I gotta get myself together. I'm gonna start adding our screens. Marilyn, I'm gonna add you.
And I'm
Okay.
just gonna go ahead
And
and
then
switch over to the machine.
I will add Brody. Well, I'm gonna remove Brody for now because I'm not really ready to put Brody on. All right, let me see. I gotta print out my design too. I gotta print out my design. Thanks, Shaka Terrell. So I'm gonna put in also again the link to what we're gonna be doing. It's a very cute and simple XOXO applique design. It comes in different sizes. So I don't know what the smallest size that it comes in is, Mare Bear. Do
It
you
was
know?
pretty small. Let me look real quick. I'm pretty sure it was pretty small. And I just discovered where you find the instructions on how to do it. It's not part of the downloads. It's right under the downloads.
Oh.
That is why before I didn't have them. I didn't notice that.
And
Okay.
there's really like 3 different steps, right?
Yeah,
That's
this
it.
looks really easy. Okay, so the smallest one is 2.2 by 6 inches. So it won't work on a 4x4. A 5x7 it will.
Okay. So that's like the smallest, the 5x7.
Yeah. Now another one I want to do, they show it on a little baby onesie.
Mm-hmm.
And the smallest it comes in is it says 4.0 by 2.0. Oh, that's millimeters. Okay, hold on. Wait, so the other one might go small. Let me look. No, the other one is actually stated in inches. But the little mini one that you could put on a baby onesie, there's no way. It says the smallest one. It says 4 millimeters by 2.13 millimeters. And then in inches, it says it's 0.16 by 0.08. There's no way. I think they have those backwards. I don't know. But the mini one comes pretty small.
All right. So I forgot to put the links to the classes in the description. I just put them in the description. So we have the beginners class is going to be on Saturday, and then Evie and I will be doing the advanced class on Sunday. So if you are interested in signing up, a link is listed in the description. I'm also going to put a link inside of the chat right now. If you have any questions about the different classes, let us know, and we will answer those questions for you. All right, so the first link that I'm putting up is for the advanced class. So if you took the beginner's class, then it's safe for you to take the advanced class. If you did not take the beginner's class, it is not recommended that you take the advanced class unless you already have extensive design experience. So because in the advanced class, we're not covering basic design elements. And then
So
in the
let me ask, I had somebody ask me in a comment today, they didn't own Silhouette software yet. And they asked, did they have to know how to use Silhouette software to be in the beginner class? And I said, I assume you need to know the basic functions of it.
So with the beginners class, it's good to know it, but I kind of go from scratch. Like we
Oh,
even
okay.
look at the whole Silhouette platform. We look at the different parts of the program before we even start designing anything. So we kind of look at like the different panels that we will be using and some of the more common panels that you need to create your SVG files. And
Okay.
so it's very like it's beginner like that. So we don't cover that in the advanced class. And so we
Okay.
even go into the Silhouette store. Like I kind of take them into the store so that they
Uh-huh.
could see different things like that. So
Well, I will
that's
update my reply because I told her you don't have to be real experienced, but you probably need to have it downloaded. You need to know how to get into it and the basic functions. But
yeah.
it sounds like as long as they have it and they've downloaded it and they can open it, they'll probably be okay.
Yeah. But I do like when people they're in the class, but they're also able to use the software as we're going along, and they're
Mm-hmm.
able to do, complete the steps that I'm completing, because I
Yeah.
feel like that's super helpful. But yeah, and then the replay is always available. So whenever you sign up for the class,
Okay.
the replay is available for the beginner class and also the advanced class. The replay is available. And so with the advanced class is that we kind of dive into other techniques, not just turning things into rhinestones, basic text and SVGs into rhinestones. We do a little bit of tracing to separate the colors for PNG. I show them how to do ombre. I show them how to kind of do it a little bit easier than, how I show them different techniques that make it a little bit easier and quicker. And then Eve goes over the business components of adding rhinestones into your business and how to do that, what you should be charging, giving you alternatives as far as, okay, so now you have these rhinestones, what else can you do after that? You can have classes, you can do different things like that. And so she goes in detail about that. Lately, we've been getting a lot of questions about listing designs on, like once they learn how to design, they want to sell their designs, and we really do encourage that. So we do cover that a little bit in the class too. So those are the two classes. Evie, do you have anything to add?
No, you covered everything
Perfect.
perfectly.
I'm sure I missed something, but who knows. All right, let me try to print out my design. Marilyn, what shirt do you have on, Marilyn?
It's me versus me.
I thought you were wearing your Friday shirt.
It wasn't clean.
Oh.
God, that would cause a problem.
It wasn't clean, Patrice. I didn't get to wear it this morning.
Because when I picked up I walked past the Prince shirt last night, and then I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm wearing this.
I don't blame you.
I was like, yeah, no. I never heard that. That's why. So did I download this? Okay, I downloaded. So we're gonna see how this is gonna come out. I'm not sure, but we will see. So what do you guys have planned for this weekend? Anything special?
I'm gonna try to work on some videos tomorrow, and then we have Tim and I have a date night with our Jeeping friends tomorrow evening.
Nice.
Nice. I don't have any
Okay.
plans. I'm probably going to just work, finish straightening out in the studio because I can't find something and it made me mad. So I've been remodeling and stuff, trying to get
Oh,
things redone in here as I look for what I'm looking for. But other than that, I don't have any plans.
any plans? Yeah, me either. I plan just to I have work like Maryland. I have some things that I need to do. Um, that I'm a little behind on, so I need to kind of catch up with that, and then hopefully I can get some rest this weekend. If not, it's fine too. It is fine too.
Marilyn Chris Smith wants you to read her comment.
Uh-oh. Yeah, she texted me last night after I was talking about her being missing. Marilyn, read my comment. Look at that all caps. She's yelling at me. Just cut the bobbin string off. You don't have to. Oh, I had to read my instructions to remind me which way to put the bobbin in. I was putting it in backwards.
Listen, when we're blinging, sometimes Chris is gonna come out of the bushes, but every single time we're doing any embroidery or sewing, Chris is definitely going to come out of the bushes. She's
Right.
definitely
That
going
is
to come
true.
out every single time. Kirsten, hey Kirsten. I hope all is well with you.
Hey, Kirsten.
I hope all is
Hey,
well.
Sharon. Okay. My bobbin thread won't come up.
Hey, Miss Sharon Davis. So Barb said this weekend she's making some T-shirts for her youngest grandkid, and she had some requests when she was there at Christmas, and she has DTF prints ready to press on her shirts. Cool. What did Kevin say? Let's see. I didn't see Kevin's comment. Saturday night bling-a-thon. Did you forget? I forgot.
That's right.
I forgot, Kevin. Now it's not saying that it might not happen, but I did forget. I don't remember saying that, but I'm not saying that it won't happen. Teach my SewNet. Does anyone teach my SewNet digitizing? Evie, are you familiar with that?
I'm not familiar with that one at all, actually.
Shay Shay, you definitely need to take it out of the box and turn it on. How long have you had your embroidery machine? Hey, Yvonne from Cali. We were talking about that. It's like people find it hard to believe that people get machines and they don't open it. So when I was at one advanced refresher class, oh Sheila, honestly, they probably just need to take the advanced class again if they want a refresher class because it's so different. It's if anybody took the advanced class, Edie, when did we start doing the advanced class?
Yeah,
Like
it changes. It does not stay the same. I mean, the basics of the information is the same, but it evolves. As Patrice gets better, the class gets better. So it's like things change. Oh my
I
goodness,
think
I'm
it's
sorry,
almost like
Elevate.
100% different.
Yeah, it is not the same. So I would just take the class again. We don't like have a brush up type course.
Yeah.
That I'm aware of. But Patrice, you said that you were gonna offer the classes on your website soon. So
Yeah.
that may be, good, and then that way you can, even though all of the classes that are taught, it's on, you can watch the replay. So in a
Mhm.
way, that's a refresher.
Mhm.
Technically.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's so different. It's really different. Um, hey, Mary Brown. So when I was in at Long Beach, they were talking like we were. What was I doing? Oh, we were on a panel for Racoma, and so they were just saying like how, oh, it's crazy that people keep their machines in the box, and that they can't imagine somebody keeping it in the box for a long time. And I don't usually keep my machines in the box, but the one machine that has been in the box for 2 years now, or almost 2 years, is my Cameo. I have not unboxed it. That's like the one thing that is still in the box. And I can kind of understand how it can happen when you see something that you really want to do and you're excited about it and you make a purchase and it's like it's an investment. You make that investment and just because you really want to do it, it doesn't mean that you're not scared or you don't have anxiety about just actually doing it because some of these machines look intimidating. A lot of them look intimidating. So I can definitely understand how people keep things in a box. Now, I'm not usually a box keeper. I hate boxes like being everywhere. I just want to throw them out. But I understand. I definitely understand. Ty or Tay, is it Tay or Ty? Said that I think they were asking about the Brother PE 900. And okay, hello. Are the Brother PE 800 considered a single needle embroidery machine?
Yes.
And Evie has one of those. You have the 800 and the 900. You have the 800 is the one that you gave to Josie.
Yes. I
Okay,
have the 900 now.
okay.
But yes, it's, both of them are single needles. If you can get your hand on the 800 at an affordable price, it's definitely worth it. I think, anyways. Could be
Uh oh, elevate artistry. What did I miss? Elevate artistry.
Look at that. Oh, perfect.
Oh, the fourth in 3 weeks. Wow. Well, Elevate Artistry, I hope that we can send some hugs and love and laughter through the airwaves to you. I'm so sorry for your loss. Also, Tanyu
Mm-hmm.
lost her father. We saw it yesterday. She was headed there to go be with family, and Jesse has been in the trenches with his mom. So y'all keep each other in prayer. Just send like that's why I like the chat because everybody's very positive, and encouraging and just loves on each other. So please, if you're new here, don't come with the shenanigans inside of the chat at all, please, because it is not welcome. I'm sending prayer and love to all of y'all. All right, let me see. I still haven't printed out my thing yet. Marilyn, are you done? Evie, are you almost done yet? Because I'm still
I'm
here just
having
chatting.
issues. I'm phoning a friend right now.
Ooh,
Hilarious.
you calling Chris? She's phoning a friend.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing exactly what they're telling me in the thing. They said to put it in.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All
Okay.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, and cut it off. Okay. It still didn't work. It will not work.
Oh, here it going.
I'm not bringing it to the top. Oh, yeah. I don't need to do that? Oh. That's what I've always done, and it's worked before. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try. Thanks. Bye. I called Chris because she was telling me in the chat, and she was like, "Stop bringing it to the top." I thought she meant bringing the bobbin out into the top, and she just kept saying, "Stop bringing it to the top." And she meant, you know how I was turning it thread out like you do on a sewing machine, and she said, "It's not a sewing machine." Okay,
Chris.
we'll see if this works.
It's gonna
All
work.
right,
Marilyn.
I have faith.
I'm trying to see if I can.
I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm just taking my time, y'all. I thought I would be up and running already, but clearly I am not. I don't see what I'm doing. This is what happens when you wake up 20 minutes before you're live. This is what happens. But it's fine. We made it.
Rotate. Okay.
Dims, are you working on your projects? Let us know if you're working on your project. And did anybody decide to do this project with us? Let us know.
Mike
So we
asking, what do you ladies think about the Hoopmaster Home Edition hooping station?
Have not seen it. Need to look it up.
You guys have a Hoopmaster?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. And they were at Impressions too.
Oh.
Yeah, they were there. But it was just so much. It was a little bit overwhelming for me. Like I was done after maybe like 20 minutes. I was. I really was. But it was good and they were there. I should have had my link in the chat because I am actually gonna use a hoop my mighty hoop though. Not the Hoop Master Home Edition. Love. Okay, let's see if this is it. Let's see. You're right. Andrea, why do you have these arrows saying scared? I missed something. All right, so Tay or Ty, tell me how do you pronounce it? So for now, I'm gonna say Tay said, when you guys first started, what would you guys say was the hardest part of embroidery?
Threading it.
Threading?
I'm still starting and I had a hard time threading it. We're going to see if it works though. I think just understanding, I don't know, it was so new to me and so different. And to me, it's really nothing like sewing, which I can sew. Just understanding all the different parts and the different, the stuff you stick to it. And the whole thing for me. The whole thing has been a challenge for me. My brain doesn't work this way.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that's what's challenging for you. But I think you've gotten a lot better with it.
Yes.
So that's a good thing. What about you, Evie? When you first started, what's the most challenging?
Digitizing, honestly. And
I
trying
haven't
to
got there
get
yet.
designs that I want. Because if you can't find what you want, then you have to find somebody to make it for you or make it yourself. So that was for me the most challenging.
You know, by the end of the night, though, I'm going to be beaming when this works out.
So you're going to be beaming when it works out?
I'll be beaming I'll be so happy when it works out, and then I'll be like, I love embroidery.
For me, I think the most challenging part was or is I don't know.
Taking it out of the box and getting started?
Yeah. That was probably the more challenging part was just like getting it up and going or just well not really. I don't know what was the most challenging part of it. Like digitizing is very challenging. But once you learn it, like, it's okay. So one thing is knowing which stabilizer to use. So whether you like, I guess it's like knowing those types of things, knowing the different stitches, like how tonight we're doing applique, knowing that embroidery isn't just a one shot thing. Like it's not just one thing that like you can learn so many different things with embroidery and different ways to embroider. You can do in the hoop projects, and you can embroider complete projects or items. So I think that's the one of the challenges is just knowing how far you can push your machine and what it can do. Luckily, in this community, I think we at least I feel like I pretty much lucked out being in this crafty community because I've learned so much from everybody. Like Eve, I've learned a lot of embroidery stuff from Eve when we do our date nights. I learned a lot of embroidery stuff from people in the chat, Barb, Chris, all of all of you guys who help us out when something goes wrong. So I think that's been the easiest part for me is because I have you guys. I have your help. There it is. I found it. I'm gonna start doing some work in a minute.
Okay, Chris was right. You don't need
Chris
to
was
worry
right.
about that thread coming up through the hole and sticking out. It worked.
Marilyn? Did you doubt Chris? Did you doubt that she was right?
No,
Right.
I've always brought it up before. So I think I don't know. Thanks, Chris. I wish I could give you a super chat.
Give you a super chat, Chris. Party like this. I have not even started yet. What am I doing? And I don't. Oh, no, there it is. Marilyn. So, Evie, that's your PE 900?
Yes.
So Evie's using the upgraded version of the PE 800. I don't know if you said that, Evie, but Evie's using the upgraded version of the PE 800. She's using the PE 900. Marilyn's using her Husqvarna. And both of these are single needle machines.
Right.
So I'm going to use my Racoma EM1010 because I don't have my single needle machine is the Brother SE600, which only has a 4x4 hoop space. And so this project, I wouldn't be able to do it with that particular machine because the hoop space is small. So if you guys have any questions about like hoop space, Evie, what's the largest? Oh, that's looking good. Evie, what's the largest hoop size?
The largest hoop size on this is 5x12. I mean, 5x7. But there is a repositional hoop that could be used, and I could definitely use it with this design, but I don't need to. Because I'm doing the 5. Well, this isn't 5. This was the one Marilyn was talking about, where it's like 2x6 or something like that. So, but yeah, the largest I can do technically is 5x7. And somebody asked about doing a adult shirt on a 5x7 type machine. It can be done. It would just take planning.
It can be done. And sometimes it too depends on the design. Do you think, like, let's say if you had like maybe like a symbol on a shirt or something like that, you could do something like that. But
oh yeah,
do you have any videos showing like the repositional hoop?
Yes, I do. Not for not for this machine, but it works the same no matter which one it is that you have. It's just The size is different, but it works the same. The
It was
repositional hoop.
okay.
And ties. I guess this is embroidery is definitely not a fad. Embroidery is usually like more of a professional. Um, a lot of corporate companies use embroidery. That's kind of like the high end garment decor option.
Definitely.
That's
When
why
you
the
go to
machines cost so much.
these shows like impressions, you realize then how much longevity that embroidery
Hmm.
has and how long it's been in. Though, like you have to go to see it in person. So as you guys know, like once COVID started, or the C word, whatever, I don't even care anymore. Once it started, sublimation really started popping, especially for people at home, and
Right.
so that was the biggest thing. Evie, there was not much talk of sublimation at all. And so
No.
these shows usually show the trends of how the apparel industry is going.
Right.
And so you're going to see embroidery machines. They showed the embroidery machine that does all you do is put the white thread in and the
Yes, and
machine
do the
dyes the
colors.
thread. Yep.
Oh wow.
They
They
had
had that one at the Graphics Pro Expo, and I was supposed to go see it, and I kept forgetting to go see it in person. They have it in Charlotte somewhere.
yeah, it's gorgeous. Like it does a lot. So
Yeah.
embroidery is here to stay. Like you have to, like Eve said, it's more of a professional type of
Yeah.
print method. It is a very professional print, not even more of. It is a very professional print method. Usually your embroidery projects and shirts, they're gonna cost more. Just because. And yeah, embroidery is not. It's the way I didn't see sublimation. So at the show, DTF was really
Hmm.
what everybody is going crazy over. Everybody has a new DTF machine, like different sizes, everything. So DTF, um, not much an eco solvent. So,
Mm-mm.
um,
DTF, embroidery, and pretty much lasers is just about it.
yeah,
Sublimation is taking a back seat in a way.
yes, yes.
I
I
could see
mean,
why in the apparel industry it would. You know, I think for
Hmm.
hard surfaces, I love sublimation.
And I
But
guess
yeah,
for the
because I'm
apparel
sorry.
industry, I can see that because DTF will let you do anything.
Exactly.
yep,
Exactly. You're not restricted to polyester or white,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
so it reigns supreme.
Even with white toner printers, they had some representation, of course, like Uninet and
Hmm.
Creo was there, but it wasn't. It's DTF has taken over completely.
Yep.
So it
And
wasn't a lot of sublimation. So it just depends. But embroidery is something. Embroidery is not ever going anywhere.
no, not at all. Not at all.
But they had so. Oh my goodness, brother has. I don't know if you know So Sweet Academy. She
Hmm.
was there, and she's also a brother educator. And she was there manning one of the booths. And so she was showing us like the different. Brother has really nice embroidery machines. Like multi. They have their new panel. You can do so much with their new panel. Like you can literally scan the top of the hoop when it's under the machine, and
Oh,
then drop and drag other components of the design on there. Let's say you
wow.
want to put hearts on it in the corner. Yeah,
It's super
it
cool.
was pretty cool.
The other day when I was talking about the embroidery journal,
Uh huh.
um, a friend that had the embroidery journal where you could, keep up with your projects and stuff. It's her journal. It's
Okay.
Alexis's journal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Been doing embroidery for a while.
Yeah. I didn't see my first time seeing her. I think she was live on a Sunday, like an early Sunday afternoon, and Dim sent me the link because she not like I'd be working and I'd be just trying to find stuff to look at, and she probably tired of me listening to true crime. So she
She's hilarious.
So she sent me her her link
Yeah, she goes
and
live on Facebook on Sundays at 5.
at 5, yeah.
5
So
in
I
the
think
afternoon.
she so did she just start going on YouTube like that?
Probably. I know for a while she was not doing YouTube. She was sticking to Facebook. But I think she's
Uh-huh.
trying to grow her presence on YouTube.
YouTube,
But she
okay.
definitely has quite a few Facebook followers.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We got bell ringing. Bell ringing. Uh-oh, my bell. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, girl, Cassie. Thank you for being here for 10 months. So I'm using this black cutaway stabilizer today. Evie, when would you use black cutaway stabilizer?
Me
Anytime you use white?
personally, um,
Mm-hmm.
white or and even then with the white, you still have to be careful because sometimes the black will still show. But I
Uh-huh.
usually use it when the garment is black or dark colored as well because it minimizes the look of the stabilizer on the back. But that's just me.
Okay.
It's okay being a little do
Okay.
what works best.
For you.
Hmm.
Yep. So I'm using it with this red sweatshirt. So if you guys see, I'm actually using the Mighty Hoop Station and I'm using my Mighty Hoop. The one thing that not that I don't like, I love the Mighty Hoop piece. It's so much easier. I love using it, but I lose with my EM1010. I lose space for my hoop. Yeah, so
Uh,
I
oh.
can, huh?
I said, oh, so like inside the hoop, you can't do as big if you use it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if I use my, but I'm actually thinking of upgrading my machine because I want to be able to do a few more things with it now that
You
I'm a, huh?
you lost me. You said you're losing what?
I'm losing space with the Mighty Hoop. So with the Racoma, I can get my design like with the Racoma machine hoop.
Uh
I
huh.
can embroider maybe like 11 and a half inches wide with the EM1010, like a little
Okay.
over 11. But with the Mighty Hoop, I can't embroider that wide. Even though it says that it's like a 13 by 8, I lose like an inch and a half and then on, by on width and height.
They have a bigger hoop, don't they? I'm pretty sure they got a bigger one.
No, this is the biggest one for the EM1010.
Oh, oh
You
no.
know how, yeah, you know how they
Yeah.
do like you with certain things,
Yes. Yes.
certain
Yes.
machines. So that's the one thing that I don't really care for.
Oh,
But
that kind of sucks. Because I have a
it,
bigger one,
you have
much
a
bigger.
bigger.
But it's for the red line. It does not fit. But my brother doesn't embroider that big anyway, so but the red line does.
Right, okay.
But I hate it don't fit the 1010. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't do too much. So that's my issue. Oh, I
I see
dropped.
Dimps in the chat.
What did Dinky say? Did I picked it up? What did Dim say?
She was explaining what the bell was.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yep, that's
Craziness.
what. So our bell. This is the bell I'm gonna show y'all. So this is the bell that we use, and this bell is from Eve over at the Baby's Booty. So anytime that you join her channel membership, not subscription, but her channel membership, and you request a bell, she will send you this cute purple bell. And Eve on her channel, anytime somebody has something new, like a new product or they make an announcement, life changes, different things like that, anything positive, she's going to celebrate with you by ringing the bell. And so we've kind of adapted to do that. We kind of do, I don't do it for machines, but you guys may not know there was another YouTuber, Big Boy Prince, and so he would have lives. And so he started ringing the bell whatever something, whatever somebody would drop a super chat or something like that for us to celebrate. And so we've kind of just adapted it. We kind of just same thing that he was doing. But Eve celebrates anytime you get anything to help improve your crafty business or kid, if you have grandkids, kids, whatever. That's how she celebrates.
Dimps, that's funny. That is hilarious.
Uh-oh.
That is funny.
And he didn't just ring it; he rang it.
He was ringing that
He was,
bell. That bell was getting rang. Okay, I'm gonna remove this table.
This is so pretty. This is so adorable. I hate I'm not doing this for myself.
So Mrs. Parker, hey Sandra Johnson. Mrs. Parker has a question. Does anyone have any suggestions on using the Epson printers for sublimation if not using for a while? If not using of a while on here.
how to repair them.
No.
I guess how long is a while?
How long is a while? Let us know how long that while is.
This power cleaning is like a last resort. I used it when I was getting ready to throw mine away because I did print head cleaning after print head cleaning after print head cleaning. It wouldn't fix it. So I was about ready to throw it away, and I found that you could do power cleaning, and that fixed it. But it hadn't been that long since I used it.
I'm going to do a power cleaning on mine because mine's jacked up, and it told me the thingamabobby was full.
Oh, the waste
So
tank.
I'm trying to figure what is that? Was that? And I also went to look to see if I bought the warranty with that thing, an extended warranty rather. So
Which printer is it, Evie?
The 15,000.
Oh, it's super easy to change the waste tank. You can even buy
Where
the
do I
waste tank
get?
off
Oh,
of.
okay.
You can buy it off of Amazon.
Okay.
I've had to change it a few times. You just buy it
A
off of
few
Amazon.
times.
Yeah,
Like,
a few times.
I'll look it up then.
So yeah, because when you do the cleanings, that's what fills it up. So you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Edie has had
But I
these
haven't
together.
really been cleaning with the thing, so that's why I was like, why? But I would walk away and go look it up now, but I know the hot second I walk away from this shirt is gonna fall over under the needle and it's gonna mess it up.
Yep.
And I don't know what machine it was, but I know Patrice has a video on changing the waste tank.
Oh, is it the 15,000? You got what? 12 of them, don't you, Patrice?
I think it was just 11.
11. Okay. I know she has 2.
She's ignoring us.
Yeah. I have two what? 15,000.
Yeah.
I have 3 of them. I have three 15,000. I probably have one that's unboxed in a closet somewhere, waiting for one of these to break down on me, Evie.
Wow. Yeah. Well, if you love it, why not?
But But honestly, like I don't even. Truthfully, I don't even want to use the converted printers. Like I prefer. It's so much easier using. Like at least I think. I know everybody has a different opinion, but my Sawgrass is so much easier to use.
Oh
I was
my
actually.
God. I love my Sawgrass.
Yes.
Love.
I was at Impressions and I was so close to getting the 570. Like I'm like my mom, like you could just get this one and you don't have to worry about any other. I could literally clear out like 3 printers just by getting the 570.
What's the 570? Is that the brother?
That's the sublimation, the Epson sublimation printer, the big one. Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, but does it do like the Sawgrass and keep itself open?
It should. It's supposed to. But like with this, I have not had any problems with the Sawgrass printer.
Yeah, I
at all.
love my Sawgrass. Like you can get it. I actually want the bigger Sawgrass. He wants me to get the bigger Graph Tech. I want the bigger Sawgrass. I'd rather have the Sawgrass over the Graph Tech any day.
I love it. Love my Sawgrass. And the brother is okay. The brother is fine too. Like that's what I'm printing on today. Is the brother sublimation printer, and Yeah, I don't have. I like it. It's convenient. The only thing is that it's just small. You can only print 8.5 inches wide.
So how
So
big is the
Miss,
570?
the 570 is 24 inches.
Ooh,
Oh
see, I
wow.
don't need nothing that big. Oh my
It's
goodness.
20. It's 24 inches. No, don't worry, Lachey. It's fine. We all are new. So if you don't ask questions, then you don't know. All questions are welcome.
Yep.
Hey, Dawn. Let's see. A lot of print head. I saw Evie. Okay, here. So Miss Lena Doyle asked. She added you, Evie, but she said, "When do you use?" And the funny thing is that we talked about this before we even started the live. When do you
Mm-hmm.
use water soluble stabilizer?
I use the water, it depends. I use the super thin, papery, water soluble stabilizer when you're using something like towels or pile fabric. Fur fabric, fleece is kind of thick enough to use it. I would use it then. But let me see if I can find some first actually before I go into that. So here, okay, I got it right here. Look at me. See, it does help to clean up. Okay, so this is one water soluble stabilizer.
Hold on,
This
Evie. I'm gonna make you
is
bigger.
okay.
I'm trying to
This
make
is two pieces.
so we could see it.
So this is one type of water soluble. Well, there's three types of water soluble stabilizer. This is one type. See how super thin it is and just kind of super thin, papery. I like to tell people it reminds me of when I was, and of course I'm telling my age and my mental status, but how you used to smear glue, what Elmer's glue on your hand and peel it
Oh yeah.
off.
Oh
It's
yes.
super thin like that. This is the kind that you use on top of towels, on top of fleece fabric, like when you're making blankets and stuff like that. So this holds the nap of the fabric down so that you can embroider smoothly over the top and it not sink, the stitches not sink down in the fabric. That's what you use this water soluble stabilizer for. um, then you have this kind of water soluble stabilizer, and see how this isn't clear like that. It looks more like fabric in a way. It's just a thin fabric. This one you would use for freestanding lace. So if you're making earrings, like these earrings right here, let me grab them. I forgot I had these up here. So like these little earrings that I made, you just stitch on this. This is the only thing you hoop, and then you stitch the lace design. And then when you're done stitching it, you put it in water and it dissolves. And then you add the little earring pieces to it. So this is freestanding lace. That's what this water soluble stabilizer is for. And then the third water soluble stabilizer is this one. And it's very similar to the first one I showed you. It's similar to this one, but it's much thicker. It's like super, super thick. Like you don't see, this is, it's sturdier, it's thicker. This one you can use to do patches. You also can use this for freestanding lace as well. If you don't have this kind for freestanding lace, you can use this kind as well. So that's when you use water soluble. It's for generally those projects. Rather. Freestanding lace, um, patches. You can use this. I wouldn't use this for patches because it's not quite as sturdy. It's still kind of flimsy like fabric. This is more stiff. And then, like I said, this other one is mainly only for topping over the top of a thick pile fabric. And that's it. It's the three water soluble stabilizers.
Thank you, Evie, for sharing. You got more questions? Uh-oh. Hold on.
And make sure you store them somewhere where water can't get to them, Jesus. Ooh, that's a whole hot mess when they get wet.
Ooh.
Moisture, any of that. Oh, that's pretty. What is that? Variegate? Oh, no, that's your minute. Oh, that's Maryland's fabric.
Maryland, yeah. Remember she was saying she showed us?
Yeah, it didn't look like that when you showed it.
Let me make Maryland a little bit bigger so we could see it.
That's pretty.
This is just a practice thing.
Oh, that's your
I
practice?
love that
Yeah,
fabric.
it's practice. It's just on part of an old t-shirt. But it is
That's-
sticking out really, really nicely.
That should have been the real one.
Yeah, that's
That
really
looks
pretty.
awesome.
Yeah. I really do want to learn to digitize, but I have to figure out what I can do with Mac.
Well, you can do it, what, Mayberry?
I have to figure out what I can use on my Mac though.
Oh.
Patrice, don't your what's the face work on that?
Chroma and
Yeah.
Brilliance work on it.
Okay, so yeah, you got those two options. Chroma does auto digitizing though, right?
You can't. It does, but you can't do auto digitizing. It has the auto digitizing feature, but auto digitizing does not come out right. Like you have to do a lot of manipulation. So sometimes it's just better just for you to place it. And if you want to know like about Chroma, follow Romero Threads. So Marilyn, check out Romero Threads on. He comes on Monday night sometimes, and he has his replays. He's really good with Chroma, like all of them. His name is Romero Threads. Barb put me onto Romero Threads.
Patrice.
Hmm?
Sharon Davenport says is Puff HTV supposed to have a smell?
Mine doesn't have a smell. It
I don't
shouldn't.
remember mine having.
Shouldn't.
That must mean Sharon is actually using it right now.
There it is.
Okay. Stitch Artist 2 from Embrilliance. Digitized effect. Okay, so Embrilliance, when I was reading about Embrilliance, it said I had to have a another software that makes it like your computer is acting like a PC. I can't remember what it was called.
Not me.
No?
Mm-mm.
You've used Brilliance?
Yeah, I have it on my Mac. I've used it. That's what I used before I got Brody and Chroma.
Oh,
Who's showing?
I might need to get that then.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's
I
my
know
phone.
Brilliance has all these add-ons.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't want to do all that, I don't think. I want to be able to do words and pictures, but nothing super fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Banana said her puff had a smell. Stitch Artist 2. We gotta take a picture of that.
Oh, it's super cute.
You're done, Evie?
Yeah.
Let me see. So,
super cute.
And Brilliant seems like it's cheaper at first, but once you start adding all of those add-ons to it, it's not cheaper. It seems like it.
I've used Ink Stitch.
What is Josie using? Sew What Pro?
I think
Sew What
Pro. Sew What Pro, yeah. Victoria's Creations. This is a 6x10 hoop. I like how you were able to rip yours off even it broke versus like fabric that you have to cut off.
Oh yeah, that's why I like doing. Whenever I do applique, I prefer heat transfer vinyl, HTV glitter especially. But yeah, that's super cute. That turned out adorbs.
It is cute. And with all the pattern HTVs, you can still get patterns, but that's pretty.
Yes, cute. You can do patterns. And if you do embroidery and you have a hoop burn like this one, the way I get rid of that is a little bit of water in a spritz bottle. I usually add a little cap full of vinegar as well and just spritz all around it and then rub it and it gets rid of that hoop burn. Is it coming out? There we go. It wasn't coming out. Is this water? It might be alcohol. Yikes. I sprayed the wrong cussing thing. No wonder it was drying so fast. I gotta find my water. But anyways, that's super cute. I love it.
It is too.
Yep. Let me see.
And
so
get rid of my mark.
So that if you guys look at Evie's shirt that she just made, she made this at home. She made this on a single needle machine. This is something that you buy out of stores.
Yeah, they are definitely selling these now. So
this is yes. So just know, like, you're gonna get something. The quality of it is just different. Let's see. Did I even put it on here yet?
Okay. And you don't have to worry. In most instances, you don't have to worry about this washing away. You don't have to worry about it peeling. You don't have to worry about it fading, anything like that, because it's embroidery. And especially if you're using your stabilizer like you're supposed to, that's to help keep the longevity of it. So in a lot of instances, if you go in like thrift stores, you'll see worn out shirts with holes and stuff in them, but the embroidery still looks great. And then you can also pick the stitches out, and the fabric behind the stitches looks almost brand new, whereas the rest of the fabric looks worn out. So this design was on Creative Fabrica. If you go on Creative Fabrica and you type in applique, then this design is one of the first ones to pop up. There we go. Yeah, I needed water, not alcohol. So now my hoop burn is pretty much gone. Super cute. I love it. And that's glitter HTV. I did not press this at all. You don't have to. The stitches are holding it down. Super cute. I don't know which grandbaby gonna get it, but because to me this looks too wide for the one that is close to this age. This is a 7-8 medium. But I may just send it to her anyways. So my applique is done. Patrice, shoot, now I gotta find something.
That was quick.
It was an easy design.
Yeah. It is. All right, let's see, Marilyn. Evie, your shirt came out great. It's almost time for me to. This is gonna take much long for Brody to do. Y'all can see Brody for a little bit. Brody, right now, so with applique, if this is your first time like hearing applique, you're into embroidery. So applique is just the process of us. So if you guys look, it's doing a stitch. This stitch is called the placement stitch. And it's called the placement stitch because we're going to put, that's how you guys see where Eve put the glitter on her X and O's, and how Marilyn has that different pattern on top. That's so that we'll know exactly where to place the fabric or the HTV or whatever it is that you're going to be using. So after this stitch, the placement stitch, then will come the tack down stitch, where we'll tack down the material. Oh, y'all can't see Brody good, huh? Oh, these being bashful. All right, so it's oh, huh?
We saw the top of his head.
Oh yeah, that's it. So this is the placement stitch. So it didn't stitch out the center of the O's when it did it, y'all?
No, it did not. Okay. It'll do that on the fabric itself.
Okay. So I'm using 4 different pieces of fabric and material. I don't know why we decided to do that, but nobody stopped me. They just let me do this. So we don't see how this is gonna go.
It's gonna be cute. That's why I didn't stop you. Like, that's a good idea.
It's just a lot, Evie. I could just put one piece of thing on top and call it a day. But it's all good. Hopefully it won't take too long. So I'm gonna do the satin stitch. I think I'm gonna do it in. I think I'm doing it in black. Maybe I'm doing it in white. I don't know. 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 But if you guys want, I'll put this link again, Marilyn's link for the design inside of the chat in case you too want to do this. Let me know.
Kristen said, "Look like Marilyn is back to assembling her banner." Yes, yes,
Yes,
she is.
I'm hoping to get back started on mine because we're almost at the deadline.
You gotta
Yeah,
have something to do while it's stitching out.
yeah, that's true. We
I
are
still have
almost.
yet to finish my journal. I did the banner. I just haven't finished my journal, and that's what I want to finish.
Oh,
I went
yo,
back.
your journals look really good. Your journal covers look amazing.
Those were the covers, but I wanted to do the actual journal itself. Oh yeah, and then I use the laser machine, so I kind of want to do the
Yeah.
one Delonda made with the just the chipboard.
Mhm.
So I bought chipboard and I have it. So I'm excited to do chipboard.
Nice. I had so much chipboard.
Yeah, I didn't have
Okay.
any.
So I
You know
know I
how
don't
it
have
is.
to.
We influence each other to do all kind of stuff.
Mhm. That is true. So true. So true. But it's usually good things.
Oh yeah, never
It's
bad.
usually good.
Whoops, that was a close.
Because crafting for me is super, super calming and relaxing. Even when you have a mistake, like you just, for me at least, it's super calming and relaxing. So, uh
All right.
oh.
There we go. So when I grow up and I'm a big girl embroidery person, I want to do what Barb did. She cut her XOXO with her scan and cut.
Mhm.
So she didn't have to
Yes.
cut around it.
Yes.
That's smart.
Yes. You can take the SVG and cut it out ahead of time.
So I
But
could
that
use the rotary blade on my Cricut and do that.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to use the rotary blade though, Marilyn. It should work with the regular blade.
On
With
fabric?
the fine point.
Uh huh. So there's some stuff called yikes, Terrio Magic. I'm gonna have to text it to you. If you look it up, it's kind of like it puts you in amount of spray starch, old school spray starch,
Oh, yeah.
where you spray it and then you mist it to the point to where it's a little bit damp, and then you press it, and it becomes stiff like a board almost, and then it cuts really easily on your
Okay,
Cricut.
yeah. I like to see a link to that. Because that cutting around that was a big old pain in the butt.
Oh, pain in the butt.
Sheila said, I already have it downloaded. I think I have a problem.
Oh.
No, Kristen, I'm not adding eyelets. I just didn't know where I wanted my holes. I didn't know how I was going to hang it. And so I didn't have the Cricut cut the holes. Eyelets would be cute, but I'm not going to do eyelets. So Andrea says, can I do an adult size on single needle with 6x12 hoop? Yes. Yeah, as long as the design is tall, like you wouldn't be able to do the full size like our rhinestone templates, but I think 6 by 12, you could easily do this design on 6 by 12. The largest this design came was 10 inches wide. And I'm doing an 8-inch wide one. Because I didn't know, so if it says it's 10 inches wide and my hoop is called a 6 by 10, can I do a 10-inch design on a 10-inch hoop, or is that too close to the side?
Definitely too close, probably. At least for me,
Yeah.
it's too close.
If they tell you that your machine can do 6 by 10, then you should be able to embroider 6 by 10 without an issue. It might be
Oh.
just a smidge small, like for instance, 5 by 7. The hoop is actually bigger than 5 inches by 7 inches, but the embroidery area is 5 by 7.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have measured.
You should measure, because when on my brother, even though it says 4x4, it does. If it goes up to like exactly, it does not do 4x4. It has to be less than 4x4.
But that's because it's 100 by 100 millimeters. So it's technically going based on metric.
Oh.
And you know they got the round up for us because that's how we are. So if you look at yours is Husqvarna, so I don't know if yours will be based on metric or not, but brother is
240 millimeters by 150 millimeters.
So if you have a brother machine, your embroidery design can be 100 by 100, but it just can't be exactly 4 by 4 because that's the converted measurement, unfortunately.
Yeah. But when they sell you the machine, they tell you it's a 4x4. They don't tell you that.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like
that is
even with my machine, my Racoma, the same thing. So
mine,
I thought they came with metric. So because my red line, they tell us metric.
Mine won't go up to 10 inches then because it's 240 millimeters and that's 9.449 inches.
Okay.
Well, that's close enough.
Yeah, always look for the metrics because most of the machines are not made in the U.S. The only machine made in the U.S. is the Melco. So theirs probably is accurate to scale, but ours will not be. It will be for metric, but not for imperial.
Oh, okay. Chris said designs might say 6 by 10, but designs usually smaller to fit within the hoop.
Right, and that is true.
So
because everybody knows, to make them to fit the hoop that it's intended for.
Mm-hmm. Sheila was saying, I use my scraps of Solvay and add the water to make my own Terrio Magic.
Oh, that's cool.
What is Solvay?
That's the water soluble stabilizer I was showing.
Oh, okay. This is really stitching out pretty.
You must have did a bigger one than mine. Mine was the 5 by 7. Which one did you do?
I did something by 8.
Oh, okay.
3 by 8.
Okay. Because you still going.
I'm so far behind, y'all.
Stinks. Because it's coated. This is coated. Oh no, it's not.
All right, ladies.
Sylvia, the biggest hoop that I have is this 240 millimeters by, I think it was by 140 millimeters. It says 6 by 10, but apparently it's a little smaller than 6 by 10.
I should have sprayed this. I'm gonna have to touch it. Oh, yeah. That's when I thought I was so good. Well, it's not. not.
I thought I was done, but it's still going on something.
Oh,
Oh, wait. I think it is done.
it's all done.
Joy
All right,
Jones.
Patrice, here is
You're all
from
done?
your idea.
Oh, that's cute.
That'll be cute.
Hold on, let me make it bigger. Let me
Miss-
make Mirabelle. Oh, here. Oh, Marilyn, I love it.
It is simple, but I'm glad you suggested to hang it from it because it was just totally covering over that peace sign.
It's the cutest, Marilyn.
So, thanks. All right, let's check this thing out. Embroidery finished. Yes.
And this is just your tester, right?
This is just the tester. So I used pink thread, which it's not a good pink for what I did here, but I used the pink thread because it's what I'm going to use on the next one. And I wanted to have it threaded and just make sure it was stitching really nicely. And it really did. The back even looks pretty nice. There's a little bit of, well, I guess those, I don't know.
You're on your table. I put the wrong one. Sorry, Mary. Where are you at? That's Evie. Oh, look.
That's why I can't find it.
That looks
good.
nice.
Yep, that looks wonderful.
And the back looks pretty good.
Yep.
I see a little bit of
Perfect.
excess. Where was it? Right there. But
no worries.
that looks good. I'm ready to do my shirt. I might wear my shirt tomorrow. Thanks, Leslie. Oh, thanks, Barb.
Did a great job.
So you already sublimated your fabric?
Yeah. I subbed these two. I subbed
Y'all need to put in the chat. Tell Patrice to make me smaller.
I know.
You knew that was coming. You knew that was coming. And so the thing I was really wanting to see is oh, that's going to be so cute. How close do I have to trim my fabric? And this outside stitch covers all my fabric, so I don't see any pieces sticking out from it.
You got to trim real close.
Yeah.
So these, I don't know if you guys can see, these were the two that I subbed here and here. You have to trim real close.
The third one and the fourth one?
Yeah.
That's going to be cute.
One is, but see, this fabric is touching a little bit there, but I'm going to just trim it from the inside. I didn't measure it good. Let me pause it. Oh. Let me pause it a little bit because I want to cut over there. I want to cut it.
Tell you something funny. I watched Yolanda's video on the prayer journal.
Uh-huh.
And did not do what Yolanda tells us to do, which is write down all the steps like she said. So what I got to do now, go back and watch it again.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So.
So this is your first time doing a journal?
No, making a whole journal, yes. So I didn't.
Okay.
My problem with the journal that I made the other day is that the journals I made the other day were the covers, not the actual journal.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked a size for the laser design, but it doesn't mesh with the paper that I was trying to put on the inside. So I'm going back to the drawing board, and I'm just going to make it the size like what Yolanda has in her prayer journal video.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just starting over from scratch because I like the covers. I love the covers, but I want them to be the same size as what she did in her video, if that makes sense.
Okay. Is that the one? So you're talking about the... What did you say, Mary Bear?
You want to be able to buy paper readily available for the size of your journal.
Well, no, because she showed the measurements to cut everything down to. That's where I
Mm.
messed up. I thought that I could take a regular sheet of paper and just cut it in half and make it work.
Oh.
But the cover needed to be a certain size. I don't know. I got so frustrated and overwhelmed with making it work until
Aw,
I kicked it to the curb. Now I'm ready to try it again. So we're gonna try it again.
try it again. You're gonna get it right this time. Those that
Thinking.
those journals that we cut the other day, well, that you cut, we were gonna do, but we didn't do them when you were doing the laser. I actually found paper perfect for it. I was gonna show you.
I I would have loved to have seen it because I couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't know
The
that you
paper
couldn't
did
find
not
it.
fit. Yeah, it did because I printed out stuff on them and everything. The stickers came out perfect. Like my stickers are amazing, but the sheets that I wanted to go inside the journal, they were like way too big for the covers, and so I was just ready to fight everybody, everything,
And
whole nine.
I mean, I'm looking for it so I can show you. Amazon had some, like with those three holes, like the three holes on the side, like it fits it perfectly. When I find it, I'm gonna send it to you
And that's
so you
the
can
other
see it.
thing too. She showed the cinch. And
Mhm.
so my crazy tail went and bought both of the cinches. So the three holes don't work. I need cinch holes. And that's
Oh.
not gonna work in the cinch. So I would have to laser cut the holes for the cinch. Does that make sense?
Oh, I was talking about the other ones. I was talking about the ones with the
The
laser ones that
rings.
yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I
I was talking
know.
about the
But
laser
that's what
ones.
I'm saying. I would have to take that and take the three holes off, like what do you call it? Release compound path, and take the
Uh-huh.
holes off and put the holes for the cinch and make the laser machine cut it out. And then cinch
Oh,
the inside pages because I want the cinch binder, not the
the laser binder.
right.
Oh, okay. Oh no, that's the other. I'm
Not the
off
three
because I was
holes, but the all of the holes down the side.
okay, okay. Then
So I'm
yeah, I
gonna have to
definitely have
redo
to do.
everything. That's what happens when you overthink and you see other stuff. You're like,
Uh-huh.
ooh, what I did ain't good enough no more.
All right.
I
Yeah.
need this now. And so that's the ship that I have jumped. No, what do they
Okay.
call it when you change horses in the middle of the string?
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm. I changed the horse in the middle of the string.
Aw.
And as my daughter said, and smacked him on the butt and said, "Giddy up!" And then just he left me in the middle of the stream. And so now I'm trying to figure out how to get back to the stable. Yeah. So yeah.
Said Sheriff Eve.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, and Patrice, yesterday you said your word was
Evolve.
evolve,
Yeah.
and it had the word love in it. I thought that was super cute.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it made
It
me look at my word again, and mine is focus, and it has cuss
does.
in it. So that's
Ah.
absolutely perfect
Mm-hmm.
for when things don't go right in the craft room. Cuss
Mm-hmm.
is there. So yeah, that's where we are in our crafting journey.
Yep. I think we gotta explain why we chose these words, right? Inside of
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
okay, so cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
to mine in a minute. I don't think I was gonna cut out some caterpillars to go in between the butterflies on the banner,
Oh,
but I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna go with it the way that it is.
she said team too much.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
Oh, you cutting out your applique?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm cutting it out. I should have
And
just did it without.
remind me to ask you for the link to the paper on Amazon.
Yeah, because it fits the wooden ones perfect. So all you have to do is put your, but you can't do it with the cinch. You got to use those metal rings.
I should
Cause
still be able to do it. Oh, does it already have the holes in it?
yeah, the holes are already in the
Oh, I
paper.
hear you now. Okay, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's already.
Okay. Yeah,
Cause
no.
remember we downloaded the binders to do it and we didn't get to it.
Right.
You did yours, which
Right.
they turned out really good. But
Well, now
I
I'm
have
I'm
a
about to redo it.
question. So I know I need to have the bottom of the hoop between the two layers of the shirt.
Yes.
Is it going to be easier if I have the part that attaches to the machine up or
Wait a
down?
minute. Wait a minute. You say you know you need to have the bottom of the hoop between the two layers of the shirt. So
Of
in
the
Right.
between the
shirt.
shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so is it going to be easier for me to maneuver the excess fabric out? I would have to have the part that connects to the machine down.
I would think down. The reason why down isn't necessarily the excess fabric is that for you to attach it to the machine, you
Mm-hmm.
would have to get that bracket through the neck of the shirt. You see what I'm saying? And connect it to the machine. So if it's out the bottom of the shirt, it's easier to connect to the machine that way.
Okay. Okay.
If that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Uh-huh.
That's what
At least for now it does.
I had to pray on that thing when I was doing the pink shirt. Because I almost did it the other way, and then I was like, no, because you'll have to fight the neck of the shirt. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
I'm just watching Brody. Sorry.
So I put tape down with the up arrows, which is what Jesse had said to do. I think some other people said that too. So I make sure I turn my design the right way on the screen.
Oh, Andrea, so Patrice and Marilyn, you don't sell shirts and stuff, do you? You
No,
do.
not really.
Oh, but you just make for people that want stuff?
Locally, I
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
And Patrice, I know you actually do stuff for people too, right?
Um, not a lot of people. I do stuff for people like my schools and stuff like
Right,
that,
right,
but
right.
yeah.
Local. Like,
Yeah.
okay. So Andrea was saying she has all the equipment and stuff around and need to do something with it to make the money,
Oh,
but get discouraged and don't do it. So what would you suggest as something that would help focus? That's my word though, that is on my banner, so let's not use that word. That would help you
Mhm.
get it together and know what you need to do to start somewhere to give yourself that push. What would you suggest?
Well, first we need to know what word did she use? Like what is her hesitation? Like what is discouraging her? Like what
and
She
maybe what's she trying to
said,
sell?
she said,
because she said she has all the equipment, but you know,
crap, I think I scrolled past it. I got all this money sitting around here and I need to lose fear and get to this
okay.
bag. So afraid of fear.
Okay, so
Okay.
she's so is it are you scared of the are you scared of your machines? Are you scared because maybe you don't really know the machines yet? So if that's part of your fear, then you want to make sure you get the training for it. You want to know what your machines can do. Um, you want to know that. Are you afraid that if you start selling, you'll have to deal with different customers, different people? If that's the case, start out really small. I find that selling online is a lot easier. I know most people say, well, it's easier to sell in person, but selling online, I think sometimes is a lot easier for you to test those waters out, to see how it would work, how you would like it, or is your fear of success? Like some people are afraid of actually being successful because sometimes, like, what are you going to do after that? Can you manage it? So I think you just got to identify what you're afraid of. Like Marilyn said, what machines do you have? Like um what products are you interested in selling?
Ooh, this is gonna be a good live.
Chris has a good idea.
Andrea says, okay, I make things and it seems as if no one likes it, or it's me doubting my perfection or part of my perfectionism.
No.
So
Yeah.
my suggestion on that, Andrea,
Mhm.
I had to learn that myself because I like things that a lot of people don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest finding out what's trending and what's popular and make something based on that
Mm-hmm.
and see if you can't drum up interest in that. So a good rule of thumb would be like maybe Creative Fabrica. They have like when
Mhm.
you go to Creative Fabrica, it'll pull up what's popular. Um, it'll
Yeah.
pull up most popular stuff or whatever. Also look at what the ladies are doing um, when they're doing their crafts and stuff. Um, Stuff like that generally focus in those areas, not necessarily what you like, and do it that way. That's one of my suggestions. Do you have a suggestion, Marilyn?
I like Chris's. She said, assuming it's shirts, make a shirt, wear it out, take your cards with you,
Mhm.
kind of a self advertisement. That's what I do locally.
Mm-hmm.
And they see mine and then they ask about, make them some. Oops.
Mhm.
And you're not going to be able to please everybody either.
Mhm.
Um, Ooh, another thing is find out what's popular in your area. So I don't want to say go with a local sports team, but
Yeah.
find something that resonate, like Maryland's game day bling shirt, game day, but in your local team's colors,
Mhm.
or in teams that are popular in your area. Especially now that I think Super Bowl coming up or something, right? It should be because it's
Yeah.
about to be February. So
Oh,
whatever those popular teams are, maybe make a game day shirt in those colors.
Mhm.
That could sell really well for you. Um,
But
what
who is her
else?
market? Like
Yeah,
who
yeah.
so
Where are you?
who's your market? Who do you want to sell to? Like who do you want to purchase? You can't say you want everybody to buy your stuff because that's just
Right.
not realistic.
Realistic. Yeah.
Who do you want to purchase? Who do you market to right now? Because maybe the stuff that you're making, if that then your market doesn't really want that particular stuff, or maybe different. It's like if your market is people in the church, right? You can't go selling them a Nicki Minaj shirt. You can't go selling them stuff like that. That's not what
I
they
don't
want.
know now.
Now
I
some
done
people you
seen some. I done
some
seen some
people you
stuff.
can, but they can't wear it on Sunday morning. But if they could wear it if they want to,
Right.
but you have to know who your market is, and it's almost like Eve says, just because you like something, just because it's important to you doesn't mean that it's important to everybody else. And when
Mm-hmm.
you're into sales and when you're a business person, you have to always have that mindset when you're making shirts and finding designs. You always have to think, oh, I think this is cute, like this looks good, but maybe the masses don't. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something I would definitely kind of look into. Did she say who her market is, Evie?
Not yet, but she did say her area is so saturated with these shops, and DTF is killing me. DTF is pretty popular, and it's easy to make the shirts that are, full, not full color on the whole outfit, but like an actual image. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good market, but you definitely want to try and find a target area of a couple of target areas, not everybody, like she said. So if you have a strong church presence, or if your religious presence is fairly sizable, you might want to do like Yolanda's designs, faith in God or believe in God, and bling
Mm-hmm.
it out or SVG it out and wear it to the church on Sunday or whatever day it is that you go. That could work.
Yeah.
If your church is not a Christ-based church, then you can find ways to tailor that. Like I said, if you have grandkids or kids that go to school, target the school. What's the school's logo? What's their team? What's their strongest? You see what I'm saying? You have to focus on one area, get going in that area, and then next thing you know, you'll be like me, where you overwhelmed and like, if that phone ring one more time for another custom shirt, I'm gonna be upset. And that's, you kind of
Where
have
you
to
want to
build
be.
up to that. Yeah, yeah, it'll come. It'll come.
But definitely, like Chris
Maryland.
said, wear your stuff out. Wear
No,
your
usually they don't want to pay for embroidery, girl. Usually do
yeah,
applique instead. Applique is more
leather
affordable.
stitches.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to do like Chris said. You want to make sure because sometimes you are your biggest advertiser. You are you are your brand. So if you're not wearing your shirts out and stuff like that, how do you think people are going to know? Like I strike
Mm-hmm.
up so many conversations because I wear my shirt out. I wore this shirt to work today and I had so many people stop me like, "Hey, I need that shirt. Prince is my favorite. I need Prince. I love Prince." Oh my goodness, when Prince died, I was so devastated. So I had to listen to a lot of different things like that today. But
Yeah.
guess what? Those are orders.
Yep.
Those are orders. So you wear your own stuff out, put your kids in your things. If you have kids, grandkids, make shirts for them. Have them, wear the shirts and then people will call based on that.
Mm-hmm. What did I see? I saw something.
That I forgot my stabilizer.
Oh, you did see that. Okay, got
I
you. Yeah,
got
that
so
was what I was looking
excited.
for.
I forgot to take my tape off. I forgot to put the stabilizer on. But I stopped it quickly
Hilarious.
and I have all the stitches out. So thank you, Melissa.
Oh,
Carla, girl. Carla says, I wear my shirts to church every Sunday and get orders. My most requested rhinestone design is Keep God First. That's because that design is fire,
oh.
fam.
Yeah.
Thank you guys are not gonna believe. I'm showing my vlog. Like I saw two people with that shirt on at Impressions.
I think that's great.
Like I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You never really realize like who's wearing your stuff.
I
That was
made my
pretty cool.
granddaughter's senior outfit and they paid me, wouldn't let me do it for free. And you know what, Andrea? Unfortunately, with you saying that, that is one of my biggest regrets and mistakes in running my business from the early stages ever is you kind of, I don't want to say doubt yourself, but you love what you're doing and you want to be generous and you love doing it so much. Here, you know what, don't worry about paying me, blah blah. No, but you use your time, you use your resources,
Uh-huh.
and the more you find yourself doing that, the more you stop liking, sometimes the more you stop liking what you're doing. No, that's the way it was for me. Don't do your stuff for free unless you already have it in your soul that that's the route you want to go.
Uh-huh.
Then yeah, because I know there's a member that's in here now. I know she's in here and she does it a lot. She makes stuff for people all the time and she does it because she wants to. If you have that part in your spirit and you know that's how it's going to go, then go for it. But if you're
Uh-huh.
really trying to make business money off of this, you can't do it for free because no, y'all know the price of eggs is ridiculous right now.
It is.
The price of gas is starting to come down a little bit, but the price of everything is going up.
Yep.
When my shipping has gone up, USPS has gone up, supplies have gone up. Just little simple things that are involved in business are now getting expensive. So you have to take in account for that and adjust your prices accordingly as well. So please don't, if somebody is doing something and like she said, her daughter sent her 2 times what you charged her, that's because your daughter knows the value of what you did for her.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Take it and be grateful for it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Two and
Yes.
or four, Naomi said, Patrice, that is looking really pretty.
Thank you, Naomi. Thank you so much.
Bonetta says church is a great venue for shirts because people are more comfortable with their attire but still want to look nice. And they want to profess their love for their faith as well in
Mm-hmm.
most instances. So yeah, church is a good, very good avenue. Let's see. Dimps, I wear my bling shirts to work all the time. I get two to five orders every time.
Well,
Yeah, those bomb.com designs will do it.
you do it. People do like to support.
Sheila Cushionberry said, I went to physical therapy with bling strings in my shoes. Wasn't even thinking sales. Came out with several orders for bling strings.
Mm.
Hmm. And you can resell things that you get from the baby's booty. You definitely can.
Uh-huh. Yep. Well, it's
Um,
definitely the rhinestones because again, the buy-in is going down, but the rhinestones are for like that's for your business. Like it's not. I know sometimes like if you don't have a business and you're just buying rhinestones because you love rhinestones, but you're buying them for your business to be able to make shirts, multiple shirts for people. So definitely,
Yeah,
and you get a nice
DTF
quality
came on
stone.
the scene and made me feel like I made a huge mistaken investment. I can use it as hobby crafting at least. Well, what do you mean, Leah? DTF came on the scene and made me feel like I made a huge mistaken investment. What did you, Lynn, what did you get instead that makes you think
Feel like
that,
that.
what is it that you can use as as hobby crafting? Embroidery? Or
Your
are you
cutter.
saying DTF? Yeah, which Andre says I have a few who love bling and paid up front to have me make 2 hoodies and 4 shirts. See, you're already getting orders. Just keep going with it.
Mhm.
Stick with those designs that work. Don't be
Mhm.
like, ooh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the Bigfoot design because people in your area might not like Bigfoot. If you don't hang with the nerdy crowd, then Bigfoot ain't gonna work for you, fam. I hang with the
Mhm.
nerdy crowd, so Bigfoot works. It works very well. Pokemon, Bigfoot, Trekkie stuff, Star
You
Trek
know I
stuff,
love my Bigfoot.
sci-fi, all that. That's all my crowd. That's my scene. That's my folks that I surround myself with.
Your people.
So that works for my people, my social people. But
Yeah.
not that doesn't work for everybody in every area. Um, she didn't say. Mary G says, "Wow, I also went to physical therapy and came out with several orders and is still growing after 12 visits."
Maybe I need to go to physical therapy.
Right,
Wow. Wow.
right,
I used to
right.
run from that. Maybe I need to go. Get me some sales.
755 Media says, "All this creativity creates money opportunity, right?"
True.
People, Sheila Cushenberry says, people that appreciate handmade and know what goes into it will pay what it's worth. Maybe
Yeah.
try craft fairs where people are looking for handmade. That is an excellent idea.
Mhm.
Bonetta, yes, I do sell bling strings at the hotfixfix.store.
Mhm.
Bonetta, Barb says she sent out postcards to all the area churches. I sent them to the church
See?
secretaries and they passed on the information.
Nice
Holler.
part.
Yas, honey. Linda Ross say Patrice could mess up and it would still be beautiful, right?
Thank you.
Hold on, I saw something else. Saw something
Linda also
else.
said my granddaughter said, "Yay, Pokemon!"
Right? Love Pokemon, girl. Oh, To Be Young, Gifted and Black says, I'm watching how Marilyn is hooping her shirt. Would you explain it again?
Let me bring Marilyn bigger.
Well,
Oh,
she
what?
done
Oh,
hooped it now. I
it's
missed
hoop. It's
that.
too
I should
long
have
ago.
said that before.
I
I
can
apologize.
when I take it off, I can show it because
Mm-hmm.
it's over there going to town.
Oh, Lynn said she was talking about sublimation. She bought into sublimation and feels like that was not as good an investment as DTF.
So with sublimation, I think sublimation is a good investment, depending on what it is that you want to do. So that's another thing, like with knowing like what you want to use it for, who your market's going to be, and that sort of thing. Because, of course, everybody jumps into sublimation because online you see how beautiful the colors look, how nice everything turns out. But you have to have a lot of polyester in your shirts and things like that. And so most people may not want dry fit or polyester shirts all the time. They may want cotton. I think cotton may be a lot more popular than polyester and the dry fit. So maybe shirts aren't going to be something that you put a lot of your attention into.
Right.
Maybe it's going to be like the harder substrates, custom keychains. You can
Right.
do custom tumblers, custom car seats. Like there's so many different things that you could do because they have so many different blanks now for sublimation. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe you went into it, you have this stuff, you went into it thinking that you're going to be making shirts, but that may not be what your market wants. But let me tell you something, tumblers sell.
Yeah.
Tumblers
Yeah.
sell. I don't know how. Look at the Stanley Cup craze that's going on now.
Right.
Tumblers sell. Tumblers, you have the keychains. You can do sublimation pens. You can do. We've done so many different sublimation projects that it's just so many different things that you could do. So sometimes you have to pivot a little and do
Mm-hmm.
something a little bit different. Even though you purchased it for one thing, maybe you can do it for something else. But don't give up. Don't think that it was a waste. I hate buying something and feeling like it's a waste. I'm gonna look for a way to
To
make sure at
make it
least I'm gonna make my money back off of the machine.
right.
So
Right.
if I decide to give it away, I'm fine with giving it away because I made my money off of it. So like I'm clear.
I
I
hate
still love sublimation, but I
love
love it
sublimation.
mainly for hard substrates.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it.
I hate to say this, but one of the hottest areas of sublimation, unfortunately, is memorial stuff.
Mm.
Yes.
Like to
Yes.
find pictures or, let people know you have a way of making a memorial mug or, the fan things that people can take to the services or, a Mother's Day gift of family gone or whatever the case may is. That's still super super hot for sublimation,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but it is. Even memorial T-shirts. I know sometimes people are like, we don't like white shirts, da, 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 but for memorial stuff, sometimes they do. The
Yeah.
white is graduation is coming up. Get
Uh-huh.
graduation stoles. You can
So
sublimate on the stoles. The sash that goes around the neck, those are stoles. You can sublimate those. And then keep in mind you can also bling over the top of sublimation. So if you
yep.
wanted to make like excellent dreams type shirts where the picture is in the background and you put the rhinestones over the top of certain parts of
Top.
it, that's fire. It just depends on what you look at. So don't knock sublimation just yet, even though it wasn't as hot at the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But in most instances, DTF is for shirts.
Yeah.
So if your main focus is shirts, then yeah, I can see why you would say that. But if you're open to doing all the other stuff, move into some of the other stuff as well.
Yep.
So,
The other
yep.
stuff sells.
Mm-hmm.
And but honestly, with sublimation, the polyester and the dry fit shirts cost so much.
That's true.
So they're so expensive now.
That's
And
true.
so it's like, is it even like when you
Worth
sell it,
it.
you're gonna have to sell it even more right now. So
That's true.
it's gone up so much ridiculously high.
Geneva, if you've gotten the ice chippers and you want to do the buy-in, the bulk amounts in the containers, I would suggest get the colors that work the best for you in your blinging. So definitely get something like Crystal AB. That's a really popular color to use and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, your basic colors that you use the most of: crystal AB, probably like a light cyan, a red, or a candy apple, something like that. Black may not necessarily be, but I would definitely do black diamond. Um, what colors are you say you already have ice chips? So what colors are you low in? Those are the ones that you want to buy. Sharon Davenport says, when my mom had me embroider aprons for the church, she wouldn't accept them unless I accepted pay from her. Said that my time was worth something and materials weren't given to her for free. They
Yeah.
don't give y'all stuff for free. Kristen says, my fear of selling is that it wouldn't look good enough. Don't worry about that. I promise the stuff that you think don't look good, it'll still sell. And most people don't know the mistakes that we know. And we won't be the ones buying it because we usually can make it ourselves.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. Uh, Gail says she makes a shirt related to the specialty doctor's office I have an appointment for. Sheila says kids and grandkids make excellent billboards. Dress them up cute and send them out, right? Go out there and pimp grandma for me. Grammy got you.
True.
Sublimation works great on athletic team shirts as long as your design doesn't have white. It's great. Hey, Dorica.
Dorica. Hey, girl.
Hey, Dorico.
Patrice, can you please say Taylor's name so my grandbaby Taylor can leave me alone? She looks forward to this like you're saying her name.
Oh.
Well, Taylor came home today, and she did not even come and say hi to me when she came home from school. So before
Okay,
the
girl.
show, I was like, Taylor, and then she came out like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, you've been home all this time." And she, of course, I was sleeping, and so she didn't want to
Oh,
bother
yeah.
me. She says I never sleep. She says I'm always working, so
Oh,
she won't bother me if I'm sleeping. But I still like to know when she's home.
Barb says it's important to remember that apparel and accessories decorative crafting industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There is
Mm-hmm.
room for all. Holler.
Mm, Nina chicken salad.
Holler. Y'all funny.
Thank you.
Oh, yep. Shay Shay said tumblers sell good. I made one Kappa tumbler. He took it to a party and I sold 6 more Kappa cups during
Ooh,
the
nice.
holidays. Uh, Marlene says I do pop up shows and sublimation does well. I did sublimation on site. I loved it.
Mm.
I loved every bit of that because I had certain blanks that I would do. And what I did was I had the printer with me, I had the laptop with me with the designing software, and I had blanks and the heat presses. And this was downtown Charlotte during the event. And I told people, you pick your blank. Do you want a puzzle? Do you want a keychain? Do you want a blah, blah, blah? And there was a set price for them. And I said, email me the picture to this email address. They sent me the picture on the spot. I got the picture, edited it to go to whatever blank they had, pressed it to them, cleaned house that night. Cleaned house. That was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a long time ago though. Patrice, it is so true what you said. Many avenues for sublimation. Sublimated garden flags are very popular, or
Oh, yeah.
wind spinners.
Yep.
I remember Maryland's wind spinner. It was super cute.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's
Shauna,
see
the
what
last
else.
day to register for the beginner class, it's like a mosquito in here. The last day for the beginner class to sign up is going to be next week, Friday, the 2nd. And then when's the last day for the advanced class to sign up?
It
Is it
can
going
be
to be
the
Saturday?
same.
The same
It
day?
needs to be Saturday. It needs to be Saturday. But I'll go all the way up to the day of probably like 10 or noon the day of.
Okay.
And whenever you register for the class, you get a confirmation email for the class. The link to the Zoom is in the confirmation email. So if you paid for the class, when you get your ticket confirmation, that link is in there. So you don't have to worry about me sending out a link to you the last day. But Netta said, Patrice, you made her night. She's 5 years old. So thank
Aw.
you for saying her name.
Aw.
Oh,
Miss Taylor thinks kindergarten or next year's kindergarten.
Oh, Kevin said I did a sublimation shirt one time that had tape marks all over it. I redid the shirt and then I started wearing the mistaken shirt. And people couldn't tell the difference. They said it looked like it was supposed to be that way.
Oh.
They usually don't know any better.
yeah. They don't be knowing better.
Marilyn, you've been getting messages from Chris Smith. I hope you've been looking.
I saw she said the lever on the back will raise that pressure foot. She saw me struggling.
Hey, Nani's journey. I did that with tumblers at a craft fair at church and made $1,500.
Woo!
Go ahead on Shamika
Woo!
H.
Okay.
Wowzer!
Marilyn, I'm loving this. Great project, Marilyn. Great project for us tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, that looks really
I
cute.
Yeah,
cannot
that
wait to
does look
wear
cute.
it. Thank you.
So I had my design in the middle of the hoop on the string. And I had the hoop in the middle of the shirt, but it looks like it's not going to be centered in the shirt. So I might have to add a little blingage heart or something to offset it to make it look right.
Yeah, you never know. It might look okay.
I don't mind adding the blingage heart.
Bling makes everything better.
We have to start partially over, is what I see in the chat.
Why? Don't
It
tell me
was.
she's
It
back
was.
on her shenanigans.
That's why I said the other day for the sticker that we love shenanigans, because I know it's more than just me. But I'm gonna take that heat for right now. Gail says Anna always likes it when Eve from the Duck Duck store says her name, not the Duck Duck store.
The
That's
Duck
super
Duck.
cute. Let's see. Is the beginner class link below?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys got to see it because it was on right before we came on last night. But Gail and Laura and Miss Becky went on and did some bling patterns. It turned out really, really cute.
I heard something going on.
They were like these little skull patterns.
Sheila posted the link. Thank you, Sheila. Y'all, Bonetta says my sister works for Southwest Airlines. I made her a tumbler for her birthday. 100+ tumblers, and I'm still going.
Wow.
Right. You have to. A lot of times you'll stumble upon what's hot for you.
Yeah.
And ride that train. That's how you got to make that work. I saw something else that I thought was super cute. Oh, Kawana Green says, "Hi y'all. I've been out of the loop for a while. I want to take the class, but I don't know if I should take the beginner or the advanced class. Can you clear up what is covered in each class?"
So in the advanced class, we kind of start from the very beginning. Give me a second. I got a thread break. Sorry. Let me get this going and then I'll come right over.
Is that when it was doing its bell thing? Was that a thread break?
Yeah, did you hear it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the heck is going on?
Well, that's nice. It alerts you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Ah, shaka to rest.
Yeah, I was waiting on Patrice to come back. That's when
10 months.
I didn't want her to miss out on ringing her bell.
That was my call for her to come back and ring her bell.
I'm coming.
Because I promise you, when you're trying to change that darn needle on certain ones, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Hey, dag nabbit.
Why
oh, no, sorry, that's the
like
second
this?
part
How
of
did I
Focus.
get big like this?
Oh, how did you get big like that, Marilyn?
Have I been big this whole time?
Who made you big like that?
Yeah, I know, right?
I thought you were showing us something when you were saying.
Like 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
No, when you took the shirt off and you was like, it's not centered, then we, wanted to see what was not centered. And I guess you never held it up, but it's okay.
I didn't.
You're adorable. We love seeing you.
You're right. Oh.
I'm coming. Hopefully, I'm good to go now. I just need to take it back a little bit. So far, looks good. I was gonna go with like a white thread around, but I'm kind of glad that I did black thread instead.
I just tried to practice hooping a shirt. Something is not right. Briefly, while she's changing. Oh well, you ain't gonna be able to see no way.
You want me to make it bigger?
Yeah, so that Marilyn won't have to be mad about being big.
Hey, also, Gail says she's going to do a channel. It's going to be called Crafting Comedies and just laugh through all the oopsies. That would be a cute name.
So, let me grab a hoop. Again. So, when you're hooping, to be gifted, I think it's, to be young, gifted, and blessed. So, when you're hooping, I'm not sure which part. So what?
I don't know if they can see it because you're like a little bitty.
Oh, you're still. I thought I made Eve bigger.
There we go.
I'm gonna give you a couple of tips that I absolutely love that helped me with learning how to hoop. Okay, so one of the first tips I like to give people is one of Marilyn's favorite things: get a ruler, especially a clear ruler. Okay, find your center point on the shirt. I'm not gonna go into finding the center point, but find where you want the design on the shirt. I usually mark it some kind of way, this way and this way. So, like for instance, with this, I knew I wanted it up here, and visually, you want your design to line up with the straight on the shirt. If this line wasn't there, I would have brought this down just a little bit more, but whatever. So I used this line to line up my design, right? So I knew I wanted it about right in here, so I found where I wanted it, just a tip. I put it to the end here, put it to the end there, found the center spot, and I marked it with an air soluble pen or chalk. This is my favorite tip. Line up your ruler, mark your center, and then draw a straight line, or at least a straight dotted line across your straight, okay? Because that'll help you line up your hoop later. So inside the shirt, you have two parts to your hoop. You got this inner part and the upper. This is the front of your top hoop. Why this is the front is because you have guides. See these little notches? This shows you where the center and help you line up your design. So like say for instance, let's line something up right here. Say I'm just marking this, and let me use the other side because this is water soluble, so I can take this away. So say that's the center. See how I marked that? There's one little notch right here for the center, and then the straight line right there. So when you're going to line this up later to hoop it, when you put this on, you want this notch and this notch to line up with the edges of these lines. Ooh. So the lines help you. You see how that works? So now I know that once I press this in place, these little notches are lined up with the edge, and if you don't draw it wide enough, you can always take a ruler and help you line it up this way too. See what I'm saying? So that's one tip. And then these notches here, you want to line up as best as you can with that. So I need to slide this over some. And now I know that when I hoop this and push it in place, it's going to line up with that. Okay, so that's centering and hooping with this. Now there's a grid that comes with this that sits right on top of this that will help you line all of this up. So if you don't have your grid, if you bought your machine brand new, your grid should be in here. It should sit on top. If I can find it, I'll go get it, but I don't know where it is right now. Then the second part of your hoop, this goes inside the shirt. Some people float their shirts. I'll show you floating here in a minute, but most people hoop everything. So this would go on the inside, and what I tend to do is I'll check this first. That's kind of tight to push in. See how I'm struggling to push it in? So this I know is going to be way too tight for me to hoop this shirt. So you open it up and open it a good bit till it gets to where you think it'll fit inside the shirt. Okay, and then I dry fit. So I slide this in without the stabilizer. Slide that in. When I'm starting out, this is how I would do it. I do it with the stabilizer now. But put it in without the stabilizer. And then without trying to line it up yet, I'm going to see if it fits. And see, I'm still kind of struggling a little bit to get that pushed in. It did go in eventually, but that's so I would loosen it up a little bit more because I still don't have the stabilizer in there yet. So that helps you keep from fighting your hoop like I was doing earlier once you put the stabilizer on, okay? So once you get your tightness for your hoop to where it's going to go the right way, then I would lay the bottom hoop in first. See how that bottom hoop is there? Kind of get it kind of sort of in place where it looks like it's centered like it's supposed to be. Lay the stabilizer on top. Kind of smooth it out from the top. You might have to do this number right here. Reach up in there. Make sure it's nice and straight. Make sure your stabilizer is laying over the top of the entire hoop. And then gently place this back down. And that's where you want to now that you know your hoop will hoop the shirt, line up your guides as best as you can. Don't ever stretch your shirt. Don't stretch your shirt. Just make sure that it's laid as flat as possible without tugging. You don't want to tug because that's what causes puckers. Okay? So your shirt is nice and relaxed. It's sitting right there. I see that I'm off a little bit, so just nudge the hoop down just a little bit till you get it lined up. That's all it takes. It needs to come this way some, so I'm going to nudge. Oh, wrong way. Nudge it this way. See what I'm doing? And then once you get it where you know it needs to be, then you press down here. And I generally slide my hand a little bit and press with your palms and push it down till your shirt is hooped. And there you've got your shirt. Even though this is crooked because I was just rushing through it. But there's your hoop. But you, before pressing it in, you want to make sure that, see how that's going, that line is going up. And here's my notch that's letting me know this is going to be crooked when I go to embroider it. It's not going to line up like it's supposed to. You see what I'm saying? So that's some of the tips that I use through the years, especially on a single needle small machine. That's what helped me out. Now, when you go with the bigger multi-needle machines, like Patrice's machines, the multi-needles, you can use the hooping stations and stuff like that to help you. They make it super easy to, hoop stuff. But these single needle machines, yeah, you gotta work with them and get them in there. So hopefully that helped. If there's something else I didn't cover, let me know. Even though I'm not looking at the chat, which is crazy. Oh, sorry. Hopefully you got all of that. My mic was over on the other side. Hopefully you did. I'm bad about losing. So did all of that make sense? Oh, you barely heard it? Lord Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be young, gifted, and black. I apologize. But did that, hopefully you were able to at least make sense. Sorry. Okay, hopefully I can go over real quick. Number one, I use the ruler to mark my fabric. I use a water-soluble marker. And this is the pen. You can find these on Amazon. Do a test area first. But I prefer the kind where water makes it dissolve, and that's what this one is. I think this is air too. It dissolves with water and air, but I love these pens. So I mark a line, straight line, so that I can see where to line up my hoop. You see that line is barely visible, but it's big enough. Okay. What else did I say? Oh, this is the top part of the hoop. Not this. That's the wrong side. This is the right side because you can see your guides. Let me see if I can find my insert real quick. I think this is one. No, I don't know. Let me see if this is one. This is an example of one. I don't think this is the right one. This is an example of a guide that usually. Oh yeah, shoot! Look at that. That's the right one. My bad. So see how that lays right there on the top of the hoop. So see how it's got see how right there on the side where my fingernail is, you can see where the cutout is, where it lays right there over the top of those grooves. And you can use that to line up with the line that you drew on the shirt. So you get your bottom hoop in first in about the area that it's supposed to be. Before I really try to line anything up, I try and dry fit my hoop first and make sure that I can get it to go in place before I even line it up. Because if it's not going to go in place, then you having it too tight is going to be annoying. That's what I was doing earlier. I was struggling. I was trying to put the hoop in place and keep it lined up at the same time. It doesn't work. And I had to keep trying to undo the tightness of it and keep trying. Don't put yourself through that. So dry fit it first. Once you get your tension for your hoop right and it goes in without you doing a bunch of struggling, pressing, you press with your heels to get it in, then you undo it. Then you want to try and line it up. So if I line it up, number one is out of place this way. So I'm going to have to shift the hoop under the fabric a little bit. And then I need to move this over to the center line. I'm sure you can't see it now because this is in the way and it has a glare. But now I have it lined up with the line that I drew on the shirt and the center. So now I'm going to press it in place with the heels of your hands so you're not hurting your hands and stuff. And it shifted on me. So if it shifts, it's not an issue. Just pull it out again, push it out, hold it in place, and gently pull the fabric down. Sometimes that makes a difference without you having to move the hoop. But don't ever stretch your fabric because that's what causes puckering. So gently move your fabric, make sure that it's nice and straight, and then press it in place with the heel of your hand. And there, I don't know, you can't see the line because it's actually under the line like it's supposed to be. So now this goes over, that goes over, and then this notch lines up with the center and you can embroider. Andrea says she uses the circles and color them in. Whatever works for you. Don't just because this is how I did mine, this worked for me. You do need to find what works for you because Patrice probably uses a different method. I don't know. We would have to ask her when she gets back. But this is how I do mine. But when you hoop your shirt, generally it's your bottom hoop is on the inside. Your stabilizer is on top of that bottom hoop inside the shirt. And then you do this top hoop, press it in place. And that's your embroidery sandwich. Now, some people don't like to hoop their shirts because when you hoop a shirt and you're done embroidering, see how that ring is right there? That's called hoop burn. Some people don't like that. That annoys them. They don't like the way it looks. Even though I had a hack to get rid of that by spritzing it with the water and rubbing the shirt and getting rid of it. So what they do is they'll take their bottom hoop and put in the top hoop with the stabilizer. I don't have a piece of stabilizer, so we'll pretend with this stabilizer. This isn't big enough, but we're pretending. Okay, so what they'll do is they'll hoop their stabilizer like this, and they'll put it inside the shirt. This is called floating your shirt. And they'll line it up this way. Now, a lot of times when they do this, they'll spray the stabilizer with spray adhesive that's safe for needles. And then when you lay the shirt on it, it'll kind of hold the shirt in place and you don't have to hoop it. And then you can embroider the shirt because it's stuck to the stabilizer and you avoid having that hoop burn. So they'll float the item, whatever it is, or sticky stabilizer, like Sylvia says. Yes, there is stabilizer that's kind of like you pull the top part off and the stabilizer has adhesive on it. I bought some of that. Where is that? I just bought that the other day. That's crazy. Did you even say that? Where is that at? I just bought that. That is crazy. Look at you. And here it is, right here. I went to the quilting store and they had it. Stable stick. And this is Cutaway Stable Stick. So it's by OESD. So when you take this, and let me see if I can. I hate to waste this because this stuff is expensive. It is not cheap. But you take this and let's get a little piece of it. Okay, so this is the actual stabilizer back here on the back. And so you peel this off the front. And then you hoop it. Or, There we go. So it's sticky. See? So you can hoop it like this and then only tear off what's in the center. Or you can go ahead and tear off the whole top sheet and hoop it. Even though it's a little bit harder to hoop it that way when you take the top off. So, but yeah, they have stabilizer that's actually sticky that for people who love to float and prefer to float, you can float with sticky stabilizer and still be able to embroider your stuff. And you don't have to worry about hooping a shirt. Like how I was saying, make sure it's not too tight and all that jazz. You don't have to worry about it when you're floating. So it just kind of depends on how you wanna do it. So Patrice, if you have any extra tips with yours, and then somebody said make Maryland big again.
So I just took a little slight break from Brody because I keep threading the first one, and this X, the third X, is giving me the hardest time. I keep rethreading. It'll start, so I'm taking a little small break because it shouldn't be too much more to go. But
Okay.
Maryland, that looks good.
It does look good.
Look at this.
Oh, I love your piece.
I need to space it out right, but let's see. Hold on. It decided to have a mind of its own. Okay, well, I need to get. What happened to my letter? There it is.
Hilarious.
I think your piece looks perfect.
All right.
Cute. I love it.
That's pretty cute. It turned out cuter than I thought it would.
It looks great.
Adorable.
Last night, after seeing your butterflies, I was like traumatized.
No, that looks
That's
amazing. It is really cute. It's not even. It's really cute.
And that shirt over there is, other than bling, the cutest shirt. I love that.
Yeah, that's gonna be adorable, Maryland.
Yep.
The fabric and everything, I love it.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Danny,
I learned to digitize applique stuff.
Applique is actually not hard to digitize at all. It's the other stuff that causes a pain in the butt. Especially if you have the SVG, digitizing the applique is easy.
Yeah.
Danny, no, I don't steam or iron it out. I just spray it with water and then rub it. Just like that. I spritz it where it's just damp, like so. And then I just rub the shirt and my hoop burn is gone. Ain't no hoop burn anymore.
Patrice, I don't think they want to see me. They want to see my shirt.
Oh, let's see. Look at you. They don't want to see me. They want to see
Oh, there we go.
That's
what they want to see.
We wanted to see your banner. So I know somebody asked about the class. I'm working on this, but the beginner class, y'all, I spent a lot of time filling out the description on the listing. So when I share the listing of the class, if you click onto the class in the description, it literally tells you every single thing that we're going to do inside of the beginner class. So the link is in the description. So if you click it, it'll tell you everything we're going to do. The only thing that it doesn't tell you that we're going to do are things that I decide at the last minute to show. So, but that's what we go over. We start brand new, create an SVG file. We kind of go over Silhouette Studio, why you need the business edition. We look at the different panels, but it literally says every single thing in bullet points. I even took the time out to do bullet points. Click onto the link, the beginner's link, and it will tell you every single thing that's going to be covered. Now, there are usually some special things that's not that I don't say because I don't guarantee that we're going to go over it. There may be something special that I want to show you guys. But other than that, the description says everything.
Now, I'm going to take 2 seconds to say that even though she said that, I don't have that on my description. So you on your own. Because I don't know the breakdown of the advanced class. Even though if I was doing like Delonda taught me and kept stuff in the journal, then I would know everything that's in there. But guess what? So advanced, we just go even deeper into advanced rhinestone designing techniques. And then we also discuss the money making aspect of it, even though at this point, honestly, the designing advanced part is the meat of the class. So that's what um, you can do. And then Lisa is asking if we've already done the advanced class, will the designs be a new experience? Some of them, and some of them may not be. A lot of it depends on um, what, because you come up with a new design every word design anyway, but not necessarily the image, right?
So generally, it's a new design. It's
That's
new.
what I thought.
Generally, it's new all the time. The only time that I repeated the same design was the last class. So the last class I did the same. Like I pretty much showed almost the
The
same
same
images,
image, yeah.
except maybe one I might have changed. But
Right.
other than that, like the phrase that we use is different, and I do that because generally after we're done, and if I decide to finish that design, and if I list it for sale, I usually put it inside of the Google Drive
Oh, that makes sense.
for you guys. So that's usually why I do like a different, but it's usually different. But last one, it was pretty much the same designs except the text based ones. Oh, look at Marilyn. She's so sweet in the chat, thanking
I know, right?
everybody.
Hilarious.
All right, I'm head back over here. See what the heck is going on. I'll just rethread the whole thing because it's just not.
Yeah, it can be tough sometimes when those darn threads break. It can be a pain.
Yes.
It can be a pain.
It's all good. So Edie, I was over here frustrated with Brody. You were talking about hooping,
Yes, ma'am.
and what happened? What they say?
Um,
It was just hooping. Like, how do you hoop? Or
yes, how do you hoop? And I was saying you might have a different technique in how you line up your hoops and hoop your stuff, especially for the single needle. I guess usually the single needle is the hardest because, well, no, let me take that back. Because a lot of times, if you have the multi needle machine or the bigger designs, the bigger the design, the more fabric you're trying to hoop and get lined up. So sometimes that can be harder because you're using a bigger hoop and you have more that you got to deal with and all of that jazz.
yeah.
But hooping, you do it a zillion times, you kind of get used to it over time.
I don't really have like I just kind of eyeball it. So I don't really. You know what works sometimes for me is when I print out the design and I put it
Mm.
exactly where I want it to go, and then I put the hoop on
Mm-hmm.
top right there. That works for me a lot too. So
I
I'll print
used to
out
do that.
the preview,
Mm-hmm.
put it onto the shirt exactly where I want it to go, and then hoop around that.
I still have some of my printouts somewhere
You want to show it?
where I kept them. I gotta find them because like I said, I've been cleaning out and rearranging stuff, and I was like, Lord, I still got this. I might have thrown it away because I was like, I don't even use these designs no more. Why do I still have the printouts? But they were for the 4x4, and I had a whole stack paper clip. Here they are. I do still have them. So like, here's some.
I'm gonna make you big E so you can show it.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I don't mind showing this. So, like for instance, somebody earlier asked. Matter of fact, let me show it over here because this is cuter over here. Um, Somebody asked about lining up a design um with a smaller machine on a bigger shirt. So say for instance, this is XOXO, you can cut the design apart and make it bigger, but I don't want to confuse you. So say for instance, I remember I wanted to make a baby blanket for somebody. and all I had was my 4x4 embroidery machine, right? So what I did, pretending this is a blanket, what I did was I drew a line where I wanted the design to go on the blanket, so I could line it up. And here are the different pieces to the blanket. There's the choo-choo train, and here are the different cars. How cute is that? So like each car had a little animal in it. And this is all 4x4. So I knew I wanted the train engine to go here. And then I knew I wanted the elephant to come a little bit closer to the train. See how the little hook to the train is right there? But that's a bunch of space right here versus where the train is. So if I lined it up right here, it wouldn't line up right. So by printing this out to see how it's going to stitch, I knew that I had this line right here, so that line is fine because all of the designs are going to go in a straight line, but not all the designs are going to go like this. So what I did was I took a marker and I marked right here is where this one is going to be, and then I moved this over to where I saw through the thin sheet of paper where I knew this would hook up. And then I marked where this elephant is going to be right there. And then here's the squirrel. And then I put that where I saw that the squirrel would hook up. I can't see because it's 2 sheets of paper. So I put the squirrel next. And it hooked up right there. So then I could mark right there. So yes, doing the printouts help you with lining stuff up like Patrice said. It really does. And so there's the giraffe. And so that way, even though I had a 4x4 embroidery machine, I knew that by drawing my straight line, all I had to do was line the first 4x4 hoop up right here, and that would do the engine. The second 4x4 hoop, line it up right here, that would do the next animal. And I would have to stitch each design separately, but because I had the printout and lined it up just so, I knew it was going to come out perfect. And that blanket was super duper cute. If I can find it, I'll put a picture up of that blanket. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but it was worth it, and it kept me from I don't want to say hating, but so many times people are like, oh my gosh, I wish I had a bigger embroidery machine. I can't do this, that, and the third because my embroidery machine is small. I only have the 4x4. No, fam. You can do a big job with a 4x4 machine. And the thing is, yeah, in a way it was a lot of work, but because I knew how to hoop pretty quickly, it really wasn't that hard. And they even have a magnetic hoop for the 4x4 machine to help make it even easier than that. So you just have to make sure you line everything up and get the stitching. But yeah, that project turned out to be super duper cute. And it was one of my biggest things was to make something super cute for the baby shower and use what I had. I couldn't afford a bigger embroidery machine. I just couldn't. So I had to use what I had available to me. And so I absolutely loved it. This Patrice doing it this way she's right. That really did work very well. But I don't really print them out like that anymore because I'm lazy. Now. Oh, he's still acting up.
I think it's the design. I'm about to look at the design. The X and the O did fine there, but this one, where the corners are, like it's just not. The stitches are too long for the satin stitch. They look too long, and so it's like doing like. It sounds like when I'm doing like the puff. It like you know how the puff your stitches have to be a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. I don't think this. I think it's that. But nonetheless, I'm gonna switch over really quick.
Where did Marilyn go?
She snuck off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did. Her shirt finished up and everything.
She snuck off. There you go. Sorry, guys.
I could hear you guys, but my mic was muted, so I couldn't yell back at you. Okay, my machine quit. I'm done.
Andrea, you don't absolutely have to have software. You don't absolutely have to have it. It helps, yes. You don't have to. There are several programs out there that could help you. The most inexpensive one that I'm aware of is So What Pro. It's $65, but then the Embroidery software suite is a whole suite of different, levels and whatnot. You could do that, but you don't absolutely have to have software to embroider. You can find a design, download it, load it into the machine, and just stitch it. You don't have to actually do anything with it. Can they print? Oh, is Patrice right there? No, I don't know what that is. Patrice is at the machine. Can they print with what's the name of that darn program? Father. Silhouette. Silhouette.
Yeah.
I think you can print.
Yes.
Embroidery designs. So
embroidery design. So Eve, how close to the embroidery should I trim the stabilizer?
They said half an inch.
Half an inch. Okay.
I was told professionally half an inch. I've gone closer without too big of a deal. I was told professionally half an inch.
Okay. I would say I'm going a little less than half an inch, but it's nowhere
It
close
won't hurt nothing.
to it. Yeah.
It won't hurt nothing.
Now we're going to see how off-centered this is to see if I need to put a bling heart on there.
You're welcome, Naomi. Have a good night, my dear.
Good night, Naomi. Did you see Linda? Linda Gray said something about people that walk up to her house, you're going to think she has a problem because she had her TV on so loud over the machines.
Linda, tell them mind their business. Mind your business. So Maryland, let us see. I don't think it's off center.
Hey,
and honestly, it's so pretty it wouldn't matter because that's an adorable fabric.
It's not as off center as what I thought it was, but I just don't understand why it's off center because it was in the middle of my hoop. I thought my hoop was centered on my shirt, but in the software it was in the middle of the hoop. I'm going to measure it.
Hilarious. Sharon Davenport said you hoping it's off center just so you can put bling on it.
You
Tell
know
us,
that's
Sharon.
right. Okay.
Sharon Davenport driving the bus.
It's not so bad. Huh.
Totally. Tanya and Barb got a message for you, Patrice, both of them. Congrats, Sonia.
Sonia, congratulations. Okay, this really looks good.
Told you. Oh, it's cute.
Move this out of the way so I don't dump.
Oh, I love it.
It's not real big, but it's...
I love that fabric.
So a friend of mine, because I didn't want to drive it, excuse me, be an hour round trip to buy fabric. And I didn't want to drive.
Yeah, so spritz that with water and rub it, and it'll go away.
Anyway, oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And the stitching is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm hooked on applique.
We can't hear you, Patrice. Hold it up to you, even though it's too big for you, but it's cute. See, it works.
Yeah,
I told you.
It's not too off-centered. Maybe tight it that way, but you know, there. It's okay. No one would notice that.
Love it. Love it.
Aww. I might wear that tomorrow.
Marilyn, don't you have sublimation? Someone asked.
Do I have sublimation? I do have sublimation. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, she's saying you can make your own fabric with sublimation. That way you wouldn't have to go out.
Oh, yes, that is smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sheila. I should have thought of
That's
that.
what Patrice did.
I think you guys
That's
can you hear me
right.
now, Edie?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Patrice,
Hmm?
look, I'm a professional applicator person.
Look at you out here being amazing with your embroidery machine, Marilyn. I love it.
Thank you. I like how it turned out too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Cute,
So
cute.
When's your next embroidery applique project?
Oh, I don't know. Have to see what I can find in a file that's pre-made.
And you know, the other thing about applique is less time for a large space. So instead of filling in all of that space with stitches, it just stitches around it.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing I do like about applique. I'm not a huge fan of applique myself personally, but it does save time. Miss Naomi said, Marilyn, I keep telling you to give me your address. I can send you fabric. Still waiting so we can do our market bags together.
All right, Naomi. She did offer a long time ago to send me some.
Love
So
that.
I don't have any of the fabric sticking out from under those stitches. I mean, that
beautiful.
looks good.
Oh, you did great. Then you cut it really good.
I think my next applique, I'll try some of the HTV.
So I will say that a lot of times it's the designer. So if a designer designs an applique really well, even if you don't cut it all the way super close to the stitching, the satin line will still cover it. Some people don't digitize their applique very well, and if you don't get all the way up barely to the darn thread, it won't cover it, and it's annoying. That's kind of what turned me off from applique, is stuff like that, because I have a hard time cutting super close.
Because I got fairly close, but I wasn't. I mean, there was a little bit left, but that's why I was happy when I did the stitch out on the sample fabric. I could tell you didn't have to be super close. So, Andrea, if I understand what you're asking, because I'm kind of new to this, there were three things that you had to do. So the first thing that you did is you put your, what's that called, a lay down stitch or a placement stitch. And that's just a single line of stitching, so you know where to put your fabric. And then you put your fabric over it, and then you do your tack down stitch. I think that's what it's called. After the tack down stitch, you trim your fabric, and then the last layer was all that thicker stitching around it.
That's your satin stitching.
Yeah. And before it did the satin stitch, it actually did these big zigzags to get it kind of set, and then it went back and did the satin stitch over that.
So those are your foundation stitches.
Okay. All of that was still in the third step. So there were 3 steps.
Yep.
Marilyn's all done. We can end. I gotta finish my banner before midnight. Or midnight's on this time, right?
Right.
Yes, that is correct. So you actually have an extra, what is that, 2 hours or hour?
1 hour.
1
1
hour.
hour. Yeah.
Because right now it would be an hour and 30 minutes. So you got 2 hours and 30 minutes. You got this.
Yeah.
Naomi asked, did you use heat and bond on the back of your fabrics?
Sometimes I did today, but you don't have to.
I usually don't.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother step I don't be wanting to do. But that's me.
You
But that's also why I like vinyl.
I didn't.
Oh, Marilyn, that also helps you. So you don't, okay, if you don't have Terrio Magic, which makes the fabric super stiff, that you can cut it out with the Cricut, you can also use Terrio Magic instead of Heat and Bond to keep your fabric nice and straight and stiff. And you don't have to use Heat and Bond. Or if you use Heat and Bond, you actually can cut it out with the Cricut with the Heat and Bond on it as well.
I have done that. I did it for a wood sign. So I had fabric, I put heat and bond on the back, and then I cut out a word and I heated it onto a wood sign. That was really cute.
Yeah. I said I love Marilyn's expressions. That's cute.
with the HTV, like with the glitter, I usually press it only because that vinyl peels so easily off because it's like it's stabbed so much, and so usually the HTV, I'll press it one time just to make sure that it's on the shirt because you see how it peels off so easily. Like it's
That's
perfect.
true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's what I was wondering about when you were talking about the puff vinyl. You do all your stitches and then you press it and it puffs. I wonder if it gets messed up in those stitches. I want to see when you try that, Eve. I want to see how it turns out.
I would love to try it. You know, I'm down to try anything.
Yes.
But you're right, Patrice. I've had some instances where it hadn't come up. Like that one's not coming up so far. But yeah, I guess pressing it would be an extra insurance move to make sure it does not come up.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It stopped again?
Again. It's what they say. I need to adjust the stitch length. It's too much. I think probably when because it comes in so many different sizes. And so honestly I didn't even look at it. I put it into the on my flash drive and then printed. That's what I did. And then not print and then put it on the machine. So
Nina Stitching Style said heat and bond is also good if you're using thin fabric. Naomi said, Patrice, I am loving your banner.
Thank you.
Hey, Niall Brown.
So much. Hey, Niall.
She said butterflies. Naomi said butterflies remind her of her mom.
Aww. Yeah, so pretty. All right, I'm gonna be ready, y'all. I'm gonna be ready for the banner challenge. Marilyn, did you already take your picture?
No.
So remember when you upload it, you have to put a hashtag, something.
Yeah, it's like XXXCS35 something.
Yes.
I'll go check the.
Where's your crafting journal where you make all of those notes?
Because it'll be so sad. It'll be so sad if we get disqualified.
I wonder if she'll email us and say, you have been disqualified.
No, she's going to put it in the group.
No.
For us, she is.
No, she said she was going to put it in the group for anybody. She'll tell them if it's disqualified. Because I was well, I already know mine going to be, I didn't care. Because I was so into the banner. And at first I was kind of like, I guess I'll do it. I don't know. But now that I have it, I love it. Because I come in here and I immediately see it. And it reminds me I need to focus. I love it.
You're not disqualified.
I'm so glad I did it.
She put your name in the thing. You're not disqualified.
Yeah, she told me I wasn't.
Yeah. You're not
that was super cool. Even
Mm-hmm.
it didn't even matter. I'm grateful for the opportunity to make it because it really works for me. It really I love it. I love it. So and I got to put bling on it.
I knew that was gonna happen.
But yeah, it's so pretty. I love it.
All right, I'm done with this.
I'm excited. Oh, I love the butterflies. I love the string too.
You know, this is old Michael's Christmas ribbon from like 5 years ago.
Hey. Use what you got.
That's right.
Yep. It works out great. All right, let's see if we can make this to go longer.
Okay, Gail put it in there. Hashtag CCC35.
Yeah. Andrea, it depends on what you're trying to put. I would use Hot Fix, honestly. Hot Fix.
But stones?
Yeah. Would you use Hot Fix or regular stones for hats?
Hot Fix.
Hot Fix. Yeah, Chris was talking about the heat and bond also keeps the fabric from fraying through many washes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Gail, it had to be all caps CCC35. Did I do that?
You don't have to leave. Whatever you did, you're in. Your thing was not disqualified. She put you in. It was good.
I love my banner, y'all. I love that banner. I love that banner so much. I don't think I'll ever take that down. And it's funny because I fought myself over and over because I kept seeing other words that I thought would fit. I kept seeing other words, other words, other words, and then some list I looked at. It wasn't Delonda's. It was a different one, and because I looked at several lists, and when I saw the word, my first thing was, okay, how many letters is that? Because I was tired of finding long words. But then I looked at it again and I was like, focus. I'm focused on the word focus. And I said, it's perfect because I need to focus. I have a hard time focusing. ADHD makes it very hard to focus. And so it fit. It really fit.
Cheryl said, take a picture of your word and explain why you chose that word, and then a picture of your banner displayed in your space.
The time is midnight, isn't it?
Yeah, midnight Central Time.
So tonight.
This is about to be done just like this. I'm not even.
It looks very super duper cute.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna put it up here for a little bit. I think that's where it's gonna go.
I gotta figure out where I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
that's
it.
gonna be pretty.
And I think you have to take a picture of it and everything.
You do.
So,
You don't have to have a full blown hat press, Andrea, because Delonda showed a little handheld one tonight. You could do like a little handheld curved press. HTB Ront has one now.
Yeah, that's the one I think she showed.
It goes. It's not available for public. It's pre-order right now. So.
Patrice, Chris is asking if your needle happens to be old.
I don't remember the last time I changed this one, Chris. You think it's the needle?
It could be.
I've never changed mine, but then again, I've only done like 6 things.
Yeah, I don't remember. It could be. I don't remember the last time I changed this one. It could be old. I'm not about to change this needle now because I changed it tomorrow.
Renee, it was cute.
I'm gonna see if this will keep going until we can finish. I don't know why.
Maybe the inside will be better since it's a different part. Ain't stopped yet.
I think I'm using paranoid. You might be finished now, y'all. You might be.
We're good.
No, we're not. No.
Nice. It finished.
It finished, but it's so weird. Hold on. All right, we're all done. I'm done with my banner. I'm done with this. Where am I gonna put this banner at, y'all?
I know, mine
Where
having the
you-
same issue.
Yeah, that was pretty where you had it up on the thing.
Up here?
That was pretty. Isn't that space blank? It looked like it's blank.
Yeah, it's a nice little loop, like an area for it to go on right there.
It's gonna be
Yep.
pretty.
All right, y'all. We survived. Okay, we survived. I have a lot of like loose, weird stitches over here, but guess what? It's mine, and I'm gonna wear it.
It's still gonna be cute.
Thank you, Evie. So always remember what you might do. Be careful. I was just about to do something irresponsible. All fingers matter.
All things.
So the back looks decent, but no, y'all look. See what? So these two look fine. Oh, let me show you guys.
Usually, if there's
Tell me.
bunching of the thread at the bottom, it's a problem up top. So threading it up top might be an issue.
I think it was
I don't know.
the tension. I loosened the tension, right? So these are the first two. Those did really good.
Mm-hmm.
Then when it went here and it started, that's where it started acting up, like around here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't
Yeah,
know.
the tension is off. For some reason, something wasn't acting right.
Where were you when the thread broke?
Right here. This was the first place. Was it? This was the first place. Like every time, like it started hitting those corners, that's when I had the issue. If you see, like in the corners, like that's where, like right here was the corner part right here, and then here. So I don't know. See, look,
Small feet.
that poor little
Hey,
O.
Tim.
Eve said hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
He already closed the door.
Aw,
He brought me food to snack on.
nice.
Your friend said Tebow and Mo and E and O,
Yeah.
and had the nerve to come out his mouth about camping. I said,
Oh.
first of all,
Oh, he wants to go camping?
first of all, and been watching videos. First of all, what we ain't finna do is go to the bear's house.
That's what I was
Period.
just thinking.
Period.
No
You
bears.
can go by yourself. And it can be Tebow and Mo and O, but it ain't fenced to be Tebow and O and E and O, because that's not how this party gonna go down. So no fam.
Oh, that's funny.
I refuse.
Ebo.
And you know what's funny, Marilyn? You know how they do ring cam? We got the ring camera thingy. So
Yeah.
in the ring group, somebody no, it wasn't in the ring group. It was in the Facebook group for our area. Somebody saw a bear not 5 miles from here.
Oh my goodness.
And they was like, and he was big.
Oh.
So, but I live near a popular hiking mountain area. I mean, like, I can get to it in 10 minutes. So they said bears are out here all the time. We just don't usually see them.
Wow.
And they said because in this area it's so warm, rarely do they fully hibernate.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're going to be out and about, and because there's a lot of construction building up in the area. So yeah, but that was crazy. I was like, well, see, I'm inside my house while the bear is out there. I'm not outside my four walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, not. So you know.
I like that. Tebow and Mo and E and O.
Not if it's involving camping.
That's
Hate
funny.
it for you, partner.
That is so cute, though.
No, it's not. Not when it's talking about going to the bear's house. It's not cute. Not doing it.
That is so cute.
I love Marilyn. I love Tim. I don't love them that much.
Oh. Thanks, Chris. Chris said it may be the bobbin. Because some bobbins are not wound.
Barb might have said something about
That's
that too.
true. Yes.
Barb might have said something about bobbin case needed cleaned or something.
Thank you, Barb and Chris.
I will definitely change your bobbin.
I didn't change it.
Okay.
I didn't change it at all. So I'm gonna leave this hole in that O, and this is what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna press it because if y'all saw, it was so easy for me to pull this out of the center.
Mm-hmm.
It was so easy for me to pull it out of the center. So I'm gonna go ahead and press it, and we're gonna see. But it's a little bit of a mess. See how the I don't know if you guys could even see that close. You see how that's the stitches from
Oh,
here
the
to here?
looping.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
So
It could be the black thread. Something may not be, or it could have jumped a tension disc somewhere.
oh, could have changed. Something could have changed it.
Mm-hmm. Check your Make sure
Oh,
all of the tension discs are well like there, because like I have a couple of tension discs where it has to loop around it.
Mhm.
It might not be looped all the way around it. Like it'll jump and it'll be looped one time instead of circled all the way around, and it
Okay.
causes me issues.
that is
So
so cute
it's so
though.
annoying. But that
Yeah.
was adorable. I love it.
Thank you guys. I'm gonna press
So
it.
it's cool how you decided not to cut out the other O.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it just like that.
Is it because you don't want to cut it out, or is it because you like it,
No, I like it
or
like that.
both? Okay, okay.
No, I
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
super cute. That was a cute design.
At first, I was gonna keep the center of the glitter too,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna change my mind.
It's cute.
Thank you. Well, I think this is a great project, Mary Bear. I love it.
Thank you. Thanks for doing it with me.
Of course.
Thanks for letting me come on your channel.
Of course, Mary Bear. I'm gonna press this, and then we're all done.
Sylvia is asking, was it a pre-wound bobbin?
Huh?
Sylvia is asking, was it a pre-wound bobbin?
Yeah. I only use the
Sometimes,
pre-wound ones.
sometimes you get to the end and it'll act up because it's at the end and they wound it wrong.
Oh, Linda.
Right?
Thank you.
Tell her, Linda.
Okay, I got my banner strung up.
Spilling the diversity? No. Not at all. Not over here.
Oh, Marilyn, this looks so cute. Marilyn,
it.
it's so
Oh,
cute.
that is really cute.
It is so cute. I love it.
Did
The
you do the
different
10-inch
fabrics.
wide one?
That do who?
Did you do the 10-inch wide one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yours is a little bigger than mine. That's adorable. I love all the different things you put on there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
So
you.
the check fabric was actually fabric.
No, this was actually Evie and I did this project one time with the table settings, the table mats.
Yes.
And remember that one? And we kind of
Yep.
like deconstructed it. So
Okay.
this is one of the napkins, like the matching napkin.
Oh,
Okay.
that was smart. I hear you now. Yeah.
And then we have glitter, HTV, and then these two fabrics. I found these patterns. This actually says love. This would look really good in like a wider font so you could see it. But it has like the words. If you guys see like love and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is also just some hearts that I found on Creative Fabrica.
Very cute.
Super cute, Mary Bear.
Mhm. I love it.
Evie, gonna show yours?
Sure. So this one is a kid's shirt. I'm gonna send to one of the grandbabies. I think the only one that can wear it in South Carolina. And then it's gold thread and then gold glitter vinyl. It's not metallic gold thread though. It's just the gold glitter vinyl to match it, and it turned out super
looks
cute.
great.
I absolutely love it, and it's little, so it's perfect for her with my 5x7 machine.
Nice.
Quite pleased with it.
Very
And
nice.
I'm probably gonna press it like Patrice did to make sure that, because she is a kid, so and it probably will peel. Make sure it
Mary,
peel.
Mary Bear, gonna show yours?
Sure. So here was my little sample. And I'm going to iron it, see if that smooths out. I'll bet it will a little bit. And then I can just put it for Valentine's Day up in a frame and then change it out to something else. I do think that when I iron it, a lot of that puckering will come out, but we'll see. I didn't pull on my fabric, Eve.
Very good.
And then my real thing is right there.
Very
Mhm.
nice.
So
I
there's
love
my
that.
fabric. So here was the fabric,
I love that. That's super cute.
and then the pink around it. So I'm really, really, really happy with how it turned out. I used a shirt that I got on sale for $2.99 because I was afraid it might not work so well.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm ready for a sweatshirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You are. So we have a few. First of all, thank you, ladies, for hanging out tonight. Next week, I don't know what date night is going to be about, but we'll figure something out. Edie has a really cool sewing project that she told us about, and so that's probably what we're going to be doing. And there's a few things going on. I want you guys to remember, one, the buy-in is going on now. It started yesterday. So this is the buy-in for Hot Fix Rhinestones. A link is listed below if you are interested in getting any bling
In bulk.
in bulk. And also you can get Hot Fix Rhinestones right now. Like if you want, Eve has her SS10 for 20 gross, and then her SS6 50 gross. So there's two different websites. Both websites are listed below. Also, Maryland is very close to 30,000 YouTube
Please go
subscribers.
subscribe. Yes.
I think I need 4. I think I need 4 now.
She only needs 4 more subscribers. We cannot get off of here without Maryland having 30,000 YouTube subscribers tonight. And I don't mean going over there and just clicking onto her channel just because we're talking about it. She has a very valuable channel to our crafting community. She's very thorough with her instructions, and she's so sweet and kind. She's super helpful. So please make sure, if you really want to learn more about crafting, she is definitely a crafter that you want to follow.
Thank you.
Okay? Welcome, Mira Bear. Also, Evie and I have some classes coming up. So next weekend, the 3rd, I will be doing a beginner's rhinestone design class. A beginner rhinestone design class. You have to have Silhouette Studio. A link is listed below. So you will be able to get all the information that you need for the beginner's class. On the 4th, we will be having an advanced class on the 4th. And that class is a little more advanced. We're going to be doing different technical design elements. We'll be working with ombre. We'll be doing 3D rhinestone designs. We'll work on portrait rhinestone designs. We'll turn a PNG into rhinestones. We'll break it down and turn it into rhinestones. We'll do a multicolor SVG design and show you how that's going to go. And then you will also learn a little bit more about how you can incorporate rhinestones into your crafty businesses. Eve goes over different options for you, different ways that you can promote your shirts, different ways that you can promote your rhinestones. And we also cover a little bit about whether or not, because lately we've been getting a lot of questions in the class about selling the designs that you learn how to make. Okay, so we cover a lot of that. So that's next weekend. A link is listed below. I kind of told y'all right now what the advanced class is going to be about. The beginner class, it's in the description. So click onto the link. And then also the Bling Box subscription plan or program it's open for March. So if you are interested in getting a Bling Box for March, everybody who got the Bling Boxes for February, it's just going to continue until you want to cancel it, or you can even put it on hold. For March, if you didn't get a chance to get into it for February, you can get into it now for March, and a link is also listed below. Did I miss anything, ladies?
I got 30,000, Patricia. Thank you for asking your subscribers and viewers to go do that. I appreciate it. And thank you for those 4 of you that went over and finished that up. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, y'all. You are not going to be disappointed. I can't get enough of Marilyn, and I know you won't be able to get enough of her either. And we also have Thursday nights. Marilyn is on live on Thursday nights.
Yes.
7:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
And more like she will do different projects. Mostly we like to go over there and hang out and bling a little bit. And sometimes you'll get me and Marilyn. Sometimes you'll get me, Marilyn, and Eve. Sometimes Yolanda may pop on. Angel B, Debs. It depends. She's such a social butterfly.
Oh yeah.
And then don't forget also on Sundays, Eve has the that's not the hoop group me, but Eve has the hoop group on Facebook if you want to learn more.
Yeah.
And tonight we did embroidery, and so if you are interested in learning even more about embroidery, Eve's channel has tons of information on embroidery dating back a few years ago. So you can definitely learn a little bit more. This was kind of just like a surface project that we did, but you can definitely learn a little bit more about embroidery if you go over to our channel. But on Sunday nights, join her. She's on for
You never
2
know
hours.
what you gonna get.
Listen, she's on for 2 hours, and it's no telling. You might get a runway show. You
I
might
know,
get.
right?
She might be sitting on the beach. You just don't know what you're gonna get, but you're going to get
Wearing a hat,
Yes, but you're
a
going to get
wig.
information.
She might have purple hair on.
Yes.
Mhm.
So make sure you guys, if you're not subscribed to Eve, make sure you subscribe to Eve. If you
Remember
are,
this
turn
one?
your notifications. Yes, 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 yes. It's no telling. It is no. It is no telling. No,
Always
we
finding
are.
something to play with.
Delonda.
We are done. Okay, Delana, did you see our shirts? This is my shirt that I made. It says XOXO. It gave me a little bit of a hard time, but this is my shirt.
She was probably gone to the private place where her embroidery machine was to do her applique
She
with her.
was. She was over there working right along.
Oh, she was doing it with us.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's
In
true.
her private location.
I gotta take my picture and put all my hashtags and stuff and post it.
And Vera said something about I could use this to make a patch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cut it out, put it on felt or something. That would be really cute. It's a
yeah.
good idea.
That'd
Oh,
be
she said they
really
went out. Nice. I hope y'all had a good
Nice.
time.
Oh, it was date night tonight. Okay, Yolanda. That's nice.
She probably pulled out them red heels. You remember the red
Yeah.
heels?
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, guys. It has been fun. I am still a little bit tired, so I'm about to go get some rest. Evie and Marilyn, I love you guys. Thank you so much for another amazing crafts and combos on this lovely
Thank you.
Friday night.
Thank you. Love you
Appreciate
too.
guys.
Thank you for inviting us.
Any parting words, y'all? Because if not, we're about to end this. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for
Later.
helping get Marilyn a 30K.
I know.
you. Thank you.
One more time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Later. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your support.
Bye.
And until next time, y'all.
Bye.